All right, good morning. Welcome back. Back in the studio for the first time in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I think. I'm here. The boys are here. Cullinane is back, and Mut is here as well. Fresh off his big story yesterday.
Big day. Big day.
Talking to the mic, stupid.
Maybe the mic's not turned on. I'm talking.
No,
into
you
the
weren't
mic.
talking into it.
I've done this before.
There's nothing
Not
worse
Stephen
than
Wilson.
nothing worse than coming up the stairs and listening to Mut give us like gossip on what's going on with Rich.
Oh, Dave and I have very good
I
pre-show
love how
here
he like
today.
looked at me though. He's like, "Do you know what he's doing?" Like I had the sources.
He's got
Great.
sources.
Is Mut's mic not working? This is gonna be a quick show, I think. I'm happy to go. I'm happy.
We
to
tested
leave.
it. We tested this thing out. Check. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2, 3.
Does it sound the art to you, Dave, or no?
Up a little bit.
Yeah, a little hollow, but
A little hollow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It does sound a little hollow. I don't know what you want me to say.
is this like being back with the boys? Like this is like
yeah.
the boys, right?
So excited.
A tunnel of chaos in here.
Oh, that's great. It's my favorite thing. Is it working? Are people saying it's not working?
No, people are saying it's fine.
All right, okay. All right, fine. All right, so anyway. Many things to get to here as we kick off this week. What are you doing, Coleman? What are you doing?
Just getting his notebook.
Why didn't you have it already?
What up?
What?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Anyway. What's going on with you guys?
Welcome back, buddy.
Where was I? Why wasn't I here? Oh, I was traveling. Right, I was thinking I was in Chicago last week. But was I in Chicago the week before? I did a show here, right?
Sunday
In
night.
between?
Sunday night with
Okay, I did
Mike,
one. Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so one show in the last 2 weeks and we're back. All right. Well, many stories to get to. I don't know. Where do you guys want to start?
Well, it is a growth mindset Monday. That's what I like to say.
I don't know what that means.
That's Andy Mayo.
Oh,
It's a growth mindset Monday.
Yeah, I was happy to block him. That felt good.
Why?
Always because
he's a great comedian.
Because he's an asshole. Like to have that and not tell the show he has that video.
Well, he said he did stand up.
Yeah, there are other. I know you talked to him privately.
No, I
Colin.
don't.
It's fine.
I don't. I honestly don't.
I can't. Colin sounds terrible to me too. I don't know. Maybe it's my mic. Probably my mic. My mics don't work anywhere, no matter what fucking time zone. But like then other Minute fans knew about it too, and they were talking about putting on that dumb network first. I'm like, that's like show material.
So he was in here after he did that.
Yeah,
and
he was
didn't
like
say
doing. He
anything
was
about it.
recycled his bits on the show.
The cargo shorts bit.
And the guys like Ziggy Robinson and all these guys like, oh, we knew about it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Who found it first? Was it Patrick Ford?
I have no idea.
That's where I saw the video. Yeah.
Well,
I don't even know. I just saw the video and whatever. I don't really want to start with that. But I was just like, this is aggravating to me that this wasn't on the show first. That's on the producers, I guess on me to some extent, on the Minute fans like Ziggy Robinson and Menners and all these people. Talk about putting on the network first. I'm like, what the fuck? When didn't the show used to matter first? I mean, no. I don't, you know. I don't
Never did to certain people. The show never.
That is
mattered
true.
first.
That is true.
No.
You know, and like, oh, Jesus. So anyway, but Andy Mayo is an absolute piece of shit. He just is a bad guy. He's always been, and like, by the way, confirmed that Nardini story. Like, he went to Nardini. I know that for a fact now. Yes. Wow. Just a scumbag. Andy Mayo is a scumbag. Absolute scumbag. Hope he dies. I mean, I hope he fucking dies. I hate people like that. His name was on the YouTube thing. His name is Andy Morrison.
Right.
Yeah, and there's other videos.
I don't think I'm
his
like
coaching
no,
videos
yeah,
right
I think
after.
that's clean
No,
now.
we'll
Yeah.
slowly dox him. That's step one. Well, people put my address up all the time, right, Justin?
Oh, what a psycho!
Yeah.
That person.
One guy in
Jesus.
particular. We're trying
That guy
to-
comes to my house, I'll shoot him in the fucking head. Like, that's not, like, I'll shoot him in the fucking head. So, yeah, like, I'll kill you. So, like, go for it. I'll kill you. Like, I have no problem doing that. Is that a YouTube? You got YouTube, Justin, or no?
It's YouTube and then like Reddit.
I was like, can I say that on YouTube? Am I getting in trouble for saying that?
I don't know. Fine.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying I'll defend myself. But a typical pussy, whoever that. But we deal with people like that. I don't care. Knock yourself out, pussy boy. It's probably Mayo, honestly, given the other things he's done, right?
He has tried to go after people's personal lives
Yeah,
in
right.
the past.
Right, the big Morrison. Andrew Morrison, 12 Stradley Place.
It's sad, but he actually gives his
Actually,
street address.
Does he really? Does he really?
Because he's from.
No,
it's
well,
his-
don't do that. Don't do that.
Way too inside.
Yeah,
says, like-
don't lead into the promised land. I'm not. No, I don't want. No, only because his last name is No. What were you saying, Justin?
He says like, oh, and then you look across at Main Street, and now that's actually the street that's across from my house.
Yeah, don't do that, Mayo, you dummy.
See, I think he used to troll me on EEI because I said at one point that my wife's family is from Putnam, where he's apparently living now.
Yeah.
And someone used to always text when I used that stupid text thing that would go. Like harass me about Putnam, and I know people who know
I'm
you.
sure it's him.
I'm 99% sure now it was Andy Mayo.
My father got suckered for a while. He's a bad guy. There are bad guys in the world. He's one of them. I know you don't agree, Dave, but that's okay.
He was scared shitless that time sitting here when the guy came in through the door.
He's a pussy. Yeah, he's a bad human being. What were you saying, Dave?
I just think he's harmless, but
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I think he's just like I forgot. I'm like, this guy contacted Eric Nardini to get Steve fired. Like, what are we doing?
yeah, it's a wild move.
Psycho. Anyway, but yeah, I don't really care about starting there. It doesn't matter to me. So anyway, where do you want to start, Mut?
That's why
Okay, I don't want.
After that,
I don't want to do that.
how do you think your boys did with your week off? How do you think your producers did? And going into the Atlanta, Chicago?
It was about a 0, I'd say.
I thought they did a good job. I came here to say attaboy to both them.
For what? One video?
Good content. They had the Why You're Laughing special. They had
Which was terrible.
Justin doing
That was
hot
terrible, right?
chocolate.
It was better on paper.
They had a producer
The
show.
hot chocolate thing was good. The hot
better
chocolate.
on paper.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good attempt, but it was not. When you said it to me, I thought it was going to be more focused on the actual stand-up.
I thought you would do more of the actual stand-up on the show.
Okay.
When you said,
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm not interested in doing that. But yeah, I understand. The hot chocolate thing was good. Yep.
Producer show was good, kind of recapping the entire week.
Yeah, there was a producer show.
You didn't think it was good?
It was fine. I watched it.
I thought they did a good job on Twitter with the Anna Horford stuff. They jumped right into that and made sure that was
we'll
out
get
there.
She's part of my Dino. I don't know who the third. I guess Andy Mayo will be the third psycho. We got Anna Horford, Jen Royle, and Dino.
There it is.
But Dino would do it with women though, so there'd be a third woman. I don't know who that would be. Who would that be? Who's the third psycho?
As a woman.
Jen Royle, maybe?
I said her name. You fucking.
my bad.
You fucking fat retard.
maybe Anna Horford?
Jesus.
About Andy Mayo.
Christ.
See, you don't know.
Just quit, Coleman.
Well,
away.
that's on the list too.
Pretend-
Thought he did quit.
Yeah. How about him pretending he had his friggin' Twitter
Oh,
account?
what a fake.
Oh my God! Here we go. Started with that.
What a phony.
You got to be kidding.
I hate to be that guy.
What a phony.
I hate
What
to
a
be,
liar.
You would
What
have
a-
ripped my fucking dick off.
I wasn't
for that
working.
move.
I wasn't doing the show.
Oh, right. This is the first show, right?
Here it is.
Oh my God! The
see-
Kathy Cullinane thing, like I got my dick ripped off for. This is
what I'm
this is
saying.
an
You literally had
all-time.
a fake
The only
account.
thing I will say is
There's a third
if
psycho,
you gave
Kathy
me
Cullinane,
if you gave me a lie detector test, I would actually say don't think that because
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
there's already been so many tweets found.
So
Why
you
do
think-
it now?
So you think
though?
because he has
That's-
such bad tweets, somebody wanted to hack in and find them on
I
their
know,
own?
but I'm
Like,
just
what is-
saying.
why can't they just search
But
them?
why would he do that now? I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying why would he do that now?
Exactly. Like, there's no reason to.
Shut up, Cole. I'm trying to defend you. You're not gonna help your case by talking.
My theory is he's sitting around with the bros, and one's like, "Why don't you just delete your Twitter so they can never make fun
He's
of
no
it again?" He's like,
friends,
"That's a good
bros.
idea." He deletes
Who,
it.
the guy who does his what's the guy's name?
Dickens?
Yeah, Dickens said it to him.
His buddies at BC. Nick,
Yeah, is that what Dickens?
Nick.
Yeah, yeah. So I heard him tell the story. So his account is that your new account? That one that I've seen? Or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, with the blue check mark.
Yes.
Wow, you're verified.
I have to be.
It's a tough world out there.
It is.
Yeah. So I actually that's a problem. Is I actually don't want to believe him, but I actually do believe it. What's the benefit? What do you think, Justin? Do you believe him or no?
I think Coleman likes it. This past week, I think Coleman likes to stretch the truth a little bit.
Oh, what do you got?
Just Tuesday night, we went out to see Madam Web,
Yeah, I saw that. That was great. Yeah.
and we went out to Hooters before,
Yes.
and we were supposed to show up at 5.
I don't want recycled source in the producer show.
Okay, well, this is why I'm down on. This is why I think he stretches the truth a little bit.
Okay.
'Cause 5 minutes before 5, he texts me. He goes, "This traffic's really bad. I'm going to be there at 5:40."
Right.
And I think it was pretty
Well, it
obvious.
was.
He just didn't.
But you hadn't left at that point.
I was like leaving at that point, shooting out a text
To meet him at 5 though?
No, I know, but I
Forget the traffic though. Like you're a producer, like what? That's not showing a lot of consideration to Justin. I know Justin's got
I
nothing
agree,
going
no.
on, but like that's still
No, I agree. I thought
I
it was,
enjoyed myself at Hooters, but
yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I said I was running late, but then on top of it, traffic was backed up.
he didn't let me know until 5 minutes.
That was
before
fair.
5.
I agree.
Justin's
I should've
going
let you-
down on a girl at this point, or a girl, or whatever at this point, and like the zit like pops. Will she think that she's menstruating? Will there be like a weird? You know what I'm saying?
question.
You can't see it right now.
By the
I do
way,
not know what you're saying.
and for them, be for the first time, which is exciting. So you can give them a talk about being a woman.
How do I respond to this?
I
mean, I'm getting really tired of that narrative.
There you go.
that zit was looking unbelievable in the
it was
in
a big
the
one.
Starbucks video.
Did you
Yes.
put cover up on it?
Yeah,
Did you
I
put a little
can't see
makeup
it.
or?
I got a little.
It looks good.
I have 2 patches on right now.
2 patches?
Yeah,
Sounds like a rapper.
2 patches.
Sounds like a Native American rapper. What is the? I don't.
They're like little patches you just put on.
Oh.
pick at
Skin
it
color,
and
yeah.
Is it working?
Yeah,
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, if I take them off, it's more red. But
It's more red.
yes,
Okay. The toothpaste didn't work.
toothpaste did not work.
Okay. There you go.
Got to wash your face.
Yeah.
No, but he's not wrong. It dries out the pimple, and then you can like.
Do you have
pop it
skin
or whatever.
issues?
I had them in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've always said, you're like half a pert. Like you just slithered out. So like I can see having skin issues, the pale stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So I vote. I don't like to vote this. I vote that I believe Coleman. But Justice give me some. That's not great. I know what you're saying, but that's more of almost a laziness in a way. It's just rude, like a rich, rude kid.
Well, yeah, it was just kind of like
I would say
man,
more rude than
Like
lazy.
I grew up with some memes, but like, am I ever late? Am I ever really late for anything? Like if I say I'm gonna meet you for dinner, we don't do that. But you know what I mean? Like I'm on
Text it
time.
when you're running late on things.
Yeah, that's leaving at 4:55 for a 5 o'clock dinner at Hooters on where's it, North Shore? No, where was it?
Dedham.
At Dedham on Route 1 there.
Yep.
Like
Right
Legacy
by-
Place
That's
there.
where we went.
Wait, you left at 4:55 to get to Dedham from fucking Watertown?
I said I was running
You're more mad about that than the
Also
fucking
early-
Twitter
That's
account.
what I just said.
I know
Earlier
you're
is what I just said.
That's like the height of being an asshole.
That's what I
Holy
just said, stupid. You
fuck.
think, why am I mad at you? You still don't fucking listen.
It just didn't register.
still
I get
don't-
it. Yeah. It didn't register. You weren't as mad. You should be more mad about that. That's like
I agree.
way- That's
That's
super
what I'm
disrespectful.
What I just say. It's
I
a
know
rich
you
asshole
said it.
kid move.
You've already said it. I
You're
get it
so
now.
fucking stupid. My
Holy
point is
shit.
My point is if I was meeting him at 6, I'd be nervous leaving at 4:55 at Watertown. Dead serious. I'd be like 50-50. I make it. At 6
million
o'clock.
Because the traffic at that time, yeah.
Well, that was something I misjudged too, because when I looked earlier in the day, it was like 20 minutes, and then when I went to go,
Let me give you a little tip, stupid. Okay? Do you think maybe it's a little busier at 5 o'clock than 2 o'clock?
Didn't think about it, and it was just dumb.
What are you talking about?
It was just dumb. I didn't think about it. I was like, oh,
So you
this
think
is
he's lying to you?
I think he
But
just.
what's the why lie about that?
I think
Although
he
it's
just
like
for-
the it's
I
like,
just think he forgot
who's
about
just
it.
lying?
Why lie about the
Cullinane,
Twitter?
Steve, it's unbelievable.
Never lied in my life. It's best case scenario with no traffic to Dedham, Massachusetts from here, 20 minutes.
Plus, if you're late, like there's a legit at that Hooters. Is it where that's the one in Dedham?
Yes.
$300 cancellation fee. If you know, we'll get there. But
Oh, he has no Twitter account to go after now anyway.
so I don't want to get into the story about it's boring. You're like how it got hacked with the email. It's just like a boring story. But like I believe him. I don't. I believe me. I'd like not to believe him very much. You know that. But like, there's been so much shit already.
What's he care more about the Kirk and Mut Show? Barstool Sports. And you're talking about it
Flacco
left and
the
right.
Owl?
You're talking about it nonstop on the Unnamed Show. He's saying to himself in the back of his mind, I got to eliminate that from it. Justin's after him. Like, Justin's looking through it every single day because he sees it and he's going after it now.
Or retying the Unnamed Show to things Portnoy only cares about. Because if he doesn't care about it,
Right.
I
I like that.
Miss Beach's
I
show
like
from now
Whitney.
on?
Whitney's willing to talk about anything. He can talk about anything.
Yeah, me too. But like, I don't know, when Whitney asked Dave, like, "Hey, what employee disappointed you?" and he's like, didn't answer. I was kind of like, "Well, all right,
yeah.
back to the dog." Well, but yeah, I don't think he's lying. You think he's lying?
Yes, yeah.
Really?
Why?
But why?
Why?
But why? Like, why?
I just
That's what I'm
explained why,
saying.
because it goes away now. Those tweets are gone.
Yeah, but they're-
it's shut down. He and his buddies reported it all, and that stuff now doesn't get brought up anymore. Like it ends it. Just
Who's
delete the
hacking into
Twitter.
his account? Who's hacking into his account?
But this does happen.
No, but like you think it's an outsider completely out of Kirk and Show world?
Yes, I actually do. I think it was
So
just
your
like
Twitter account, which has been the topic of conversation for the last month and a half, all of a sudden just got hacked by somebody outside of the Kirk and Show?
I'll buy it.
It could be. I mean, I had to go on a name show and talk about it too. Like, there's other people out there, and maybe they just looped it in with that.
Have you like ever logged into anything like weird
No.
with your Twitter account?
No,
Did you have like an easy password? Was it like
it was an
Hufflepuff
easy
113?
password.
Was it?
Like easier than that? Yeah, I had to change.
Was it password?
No, a little harder than that. Give me
So you
something.
think he's a liar?
It just hurt to be lied to.
You don't like him as much as you did before.
And I just looked it up.
We had such a good time at that movie, and
we did. But I texted him at 4:45. He texted me at 5:04, running a little behind and hit traffic. Should be there close.
What
to
an
5.
asshole.
I'd be fucking. I mean, Justin's a nice guy, and like he just wants to see that movie anyway. So, but like I'd be fucking gone.
Well, yeah, Hooters too. He loves
You think I'm
Hooters.
gonna wait 40 minutes for Jack Coleman?
By myself, wearing a suit.
You want to have a good time at Hooters?
The fedora.
What happened to you, Justin? That is just awful. That is
Pathetic.
complete disrespect.
Good point by Dave.
Holy
You're-
fuck.
that makes
Like,
you-
that's humanity.
I've always let people
Fuck
walk
the
all
job.
over me.
That's a person
Have
to
some
person.
pride.
That's a Len move.
Oh, I've always let people walk all over me like that. That's fine.
Wait, but you're like, fuck you. Be like, hey, I'm, no. See you later.
No, because then I wanted to see the movie.
Go see the
Still had a good
movie
time.
then. Tell him, be like, turn around. He didn't want to. He didn't respect you. He wanted to see you.
We had a great time. I enjoyed that movie.
What time did you arrive at Hooters?
5:40.
What time was the film?
was
Motion picture.
6, but we pushed back.
Did you give yourself a 20-minute bridge for trailers and stuff? And
Yeah.
We ended
I
up
will,
seeing the
yeah.
7 o'clock one.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Justin.
Oh my
what the
fucking
fuck?
god, Justin!
Fucking loser. You fuck your mother in front of you too?
Oh, God. Might
Jesus
as well.
Christ. My God. What the hell?
Just,
What the fuck?
God, now I'm having flashbacks to when those, like, fucking kids from Fiend
Yes!
and Bavarian would, like,
That's
take
what
your
I'm
girls
saying.
from your
That's
school.
what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's
Coleman is-
totally
I
Coleman.
hated that too.
Cucking
Yeah.
Justin
Yep.
The,
doesn't care.
the loser in this is Justin. Coleman
Yes,
just
right now
struts
it is,
in,
yeah.
traffic, 5:40, like, yeah, dude, book this. Who got the tickets for 7? Oh, come on.
I feel like I paid most of the dinner, though. Did I not?
You should have paid for all the dinner.
No, I paid for mine. Well, I
What do you
paid,
mean most of the dinner? What does that even mean?
Oh, no. I dropped a cool 40.
okay, and I paid $23 on my thing that cost $15.
Well, I didn't know that.
You
let me
should,
know.
being that late, you should have paid for dinner.
I would have. I was very willing to.
Do you like him as much as you did before that day?
I just know Coleman more.
Don't let their previous comments right now just.
I'm asking.
Switch your opinion here. 'Cause
I
we
like
had a good
Coleman's a
time.
nice guy. I'm just saying that's very disrespectful.
How apologetic was he?
Yeah, he just kind of showed up and was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see him being particularly.
oh, I did.
What?
I also, it's like I can't quit him. And then I invite him out this weekend too.
Did he blow you off?
No, not yet.
This coming weekend?
Yeah.
For what?
On Friday at Patriots Place, 6 Strings, there's a Blink-182 cover band and a Warped Tour band coming. I was like, you should come out.
You going, Coleman?
Yeah, I told him I would.
What time does the show start?
Oh, show starts at, I should say like,
2.
yeah. Show starts at 9, but
Jesus.
See you at 10.
That's pathetic.
I will be hiding out, waiting to see what time Coleman walks in the door for that event.
You will not.
Yep, I'm right down the street. I'm 30
Let's
seconds
do it.
away.
Oh, okay.
I am going to hide somewhere and see what time he gets there.
He'll get 9 o'clock on what day?
Because I have
Friday.
respect for you. I have more respect for Justin than Justin has for himself.
I think everybody does.
that's
Holy fuck!
100% true.
9 o'clock on a Friday to get to Patriot Place from Watertown. I mean, that should not be bad.
No traffic at that
Just
point.
leave 10 minutes.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, so we have to go back a week, I guess. We finished that show and the Anna Horford thing happened. I don't have much. I mean, like it was the whole week. She's pathetic. I mean, did any of the family, we tried to get them on? No.
Tried Anna. I got an email back from her rep saying she couldn't. Josh Horford, I sent you that message that he sent. Thought he was going to get jumped in here. And Maria Horford, no response.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just go back to what I said. I don't know, like, it's ridiculous to think that people shouldn't be able to make money in America, but that's who she is, I guess. I don't know if she's ever taken money from her brother. I have no idea. So if she has, and she's taking money from Wick Grousbeck and other owners of teams. So
We're pretty sure billionaires, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, now Horford's made $300 million. So whatever. I mean, whatever. I saw the New York Post picked it up. Good week for the New York Post. They had the Mean Girls story too, which definitely was not pitched to them by the Mean Girls people.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
See that video where I guess Graham was caught on the kiss cam? Did you see this?
with a girl.
With a girl.
Oh.
At a Thunder game.
And she was all, like, you could tell she was all emotional. You know what I mean? Like Alex.
Oh, Alex was,
did
sure.
that really happen? She has been parading around face fucking her new boyfriend on social media for the last fucking
Mr.
month
President.
and a half.
Yes. Yeah. What's his name? I think it's Harrison Fugman.
Is that his name? Fugman?
And he's like runs like
Kinda looks
these-
like a Fugman.
He does. He
Yeah.
runs these like this kind of food company to a pitch on Shark Tank where it's like food the answer, or like vegetables in like a new way, and like go try them, and like Damon would be like, no, it's pretty good. Like that's his.
The Naked Market.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's like
Naked Market. Isn't there like a big company in the Naked Company or something? Is that different?
that was that.
Naked's like juice.
That was like that drink.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah.
It's not that. No, but it's like
Oh, he doesn't have Graham money, I guess.
no. Well, neither is Graham. but yeah, I like Graham. I'm a Graham guy. But but yeah, like this guy Fugman looks like an absolute loser.
He has Rob's backstage popcorn.
Right,
and
stuff like
Flock
that.
chicken skins. He if you want to start something, I think you go to him and he helps you.
Yeah, and they met. I read that New York Post story. I think it was the same idiot who wrote Horford. What a leading headline! Jesus Christ, unbelievable.
It wasn't your guy, right? Glass-Steagall?
No. That's what I thought was on the game with Graham.
Al Horford.
It was Glass-Steagall, but it was not Dave, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay, yeah,
Did Glass-Steagall even get promoted, or are they're just waiting it out?
they
Marshawn's gone, and they're just
Not Martian.
Until
begging for somebody
until
else.
the last Mut stack, they were thinking maybe, but then read that and they were like,
They reached out. They saw that video yesterday. They reached out.
I asked Mut if that was a one-take video. He said no, but
Took me a
it
while.
sounded like a one-take, so that's good editing.
Thanks, buddy.
sure did look and sound like a one. Definitely had a one take feel to it.
Definitely no cropping at all.
What do you mean?
I couldn't believe this idiot. So I see this tweet and I'm like, oh wow, he's actually finally caring about like something in horse racing where all these animals are dying. And it's something about I watched 2 minutes.
You did not watch it because I tweeted it out, and the video was 4 minutes. You tweeted out a response to it in 90
No,
seconds.
I'm saying I
You
watched.
didn't watch
I'm
a
saying I
second
watched it
of
after. Like 2 minutes. There was something about a line and the.
No, there's no line.
understand
It's about the.
Do you understand what he's talking about or no?
Well,
it was absolutely. Were you hammered?
No, dead sober.
Dreadful.
great.
Take
It's
that-
hammered. It's a
and
great
by the
video,
way,
Mut.
take down the. You're not a real UConn guy. Take down the UConn thing first of all.
Why am I not? Oh, you're a bandwagon fan, please.
Do you have the coach's number?
I don't know.
Okay.
Have you talked to him yet? Is he gonna?
We
come
haven't
in here?
spoken to each
Oh,
other,
okay. There you go.
but we've communicated on our phones.
Sure, you guys look very similar. Respect
It's
that.
nothing to do with it. We're happened to be
Great coach.
friends.
My coach.
Do you need to
my
look
coach.
like? Do you need to look like a team in order to support them?
Yeah, what does that even mean? So I look like him?
You kind of look like him. You got that same hairline. Yeah.
Oh, I see. He's saying like white people need to support white people.
Yes, exactly what I'm saying. Exactly.
We
Yes.
bounced back. We took care of Villanova.
We did blow out Saturday night.
I like that. I watched it again yesterday.
Did you?
I did.
Favorite part of the game? Whose number did they retire before the game? As a big fan that you are.
Jerron Sheffer, which was a nice moment. Who did they retire?
Rip Hamilton.
Have they retired yet?
No. Retired Saturday night.
Really? They
Yeah.
retired his number at
Nope,
this
they
point?
hadn't done it yet. Yeah, number now hangs in Gamble.
They had game day there.
They did. It was a good showing.
I was
by the
asked to
Gamble
be there.
crowd, Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
I was. I did
Should have
not-
gone. Oh, you couldn't. You're traveling.
traveling. I will be watching my Huskies play in Boston in both the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. I could say that.
Is there a chance that you have an event that's tied into that? I was gonna
Well,
say-
I'll take a private plane
moving?
after. I'm a big donor now. I'm not missing. I love the
Last home
Huskies.
game Sunday. Gamble.
I know I'll be there.
Want to go?
Yes, I do. Okay. So Mutt tweets out like, "Hey, I like horse racing.
No,
I love
I love racing.
racing.
This needs to change.
Okay, so I was like,
It's an important
I was like,
topic.
okay, wow, this idiot is finally addressing the topic of, I don't know, what would you say the soundtrack Coleman is to horse racing
here we
in
go.
20? Well, what would you say? I thought maybe Davey's finally addressing the fact that thousands of horses are being killed each year in these.
I feel like he's addressed that in the past, so I don't know why we have to
He
get into
definitely
it now.
has.
He's donated money
Thank
in the
you.
past.
Do you have
so
any
still
idea
do.
what he was talking about in this video?
I do. I knew it was something gambling related.
Well,
I
we
didn't
know that. He's
Yeah,
a
I didn't
degenerate,
understand. I didn't understand what he meant by it. but he
Nobody
explained it to
understood
me.
it. No, but that's explain it to you after
No,
you watched
before
it.
the show. You
Oh, that's
missed-
always
you
a good
missed.
way. So if you didn't know him, you would have no idea what he was talking about from the video.
Yeah, but a lot of his followers follow horse
lot of
racing, so
people
they
do
know.
what
Do you,
I'm
did you,
I'm
do
sorry
think
you
maybe-
didn't.
Do you think maybe you should go house to house and explain it to people again?
No, I think the
Like David
video
don't
does
understand?
it. Find me on Twitter. Watch the video, and it'll explain
Jessica,
very
Jessica
easily.
Paquette called me and was disgusted.
No,
by
she
it.
loved the video.
She's
I had a lot of
disgusted.
industry leaders reach out privately.
Who's
to
the
me
guy who was your
after
friend
that
who turned out to
video.
be a total scam artist?
Oh, the big A.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
the big E reach out to you or no?
He's disappeared.
We talked over the summer a couple times, but we have not.
What do you mean by
Over the
industry
summer.
leaders too? Like
Industry
within
leader-
horse
within racing,
Like
people,
horses reached out to you?
Yes, the direct message. yes.
Secretariat.
Willie Shoemaker? Who reached out to you? Bob Baffert?
Bob did not reach out. No,
Did Bob Baffert get canceled or no?
Almost.
Kind of. Yeah, his horses can't run in the Derby again this year.
That's what. Okay.
So yes, kinda
like who? Like Elio? Who reached out to you?
People in the industry,
Like who? Give me
former
one name.
trainers, media people,
A former trainer reached out to you.
track executives.
media people was you quote tweeting it.
Right.
No, and I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy.
Not a word from Numi on it.
Oh,
Well, I'm just saying.
Numi would have.
No,
he
Numi
would have
would-
retweeted.
no, he would dis-
have retweeted.
He was on Twitter.
He would have been at this point.
He would have been disgusting.
Numi on Twitter would have been great.
Numi hated
better
you.
than Ordway.
Numi
That's for
hated
sure.
you. Listen, Orway's watching right. He's not watching this, but he's watching. He's on the network right now.
What a psycho.
What a loser. So, all right. So play this video and
Good.
Good.
A major issue for horse racing. It is time for the industry and its leaders to step up and fix this.
All right, so hold on. So I'm like, okay, here we fucking go. Like,
Yep.
finally,
I got you hooked.
We got the real He's finally gonna. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know he doesn't care about these horses getting killed.
I do very much care about it. By the way, death's down 50% the last 10 years. We've talked about that. I've argued it when Dave's spitting behind there. Now he's here.
Such a funny
We've
thing
talked
to
about
say about a
this.
sport you like.
It's also not
Death is
true.
down 50%.
Well, you like football and guys die from concussions. You gonna stop watching football, Justin?
Facts.
So shut up.
That's a good
I
point.
remember when the players got drafted
Yep.
in the NFL, like in horse racing, and then like the GM like sat on the player and ran him out in the field and made him
it's
play. I remember that happening with Wes Welker the first
know what I
time.
mean.
with Belichick.
You know what I mean.
I like when they take Marvin Harrison and they make him breed a Marvin Harrison Jr.
Well, I'll never forget when Ben Watson sprained his ankle and they put the thing over and they shot him in the head in the third quarter of the game.
No, that's not fair.
That was one of my that was a good. Was that in part 4? I don't know if the Kraft signed off on that. That disgusting documentary, which
How
Mutt,
bad is this?
which Mutt was praising on the Mutt stack.
Episode 3 is Patriots porn. I'm sure
Oh,
Justin
dude,
loved
don't-
episode 3.
Okay, anyway, so go ahead, play more of this
I love
video.
episode 3.
As possible. Let's go back to Saturday night.
His
at the
voice is so
Fairgrounds,
different,
race
though,
13,
even in here.
The Rachel Alexander
What do you mean?
Stakes, one of the preps on the trail to the Kentucky.
On the
Oaks,
trail
not
to the.
Derby,
You don't
but
talk like
the
that
Oaks.
here.
Number one
Trisha
is
Takanawa, like from Family.
Well, I did
Guy.
write. Had to write this out. I wanted to time it out
Oh, is
with
this-
the video.
Wow, this is scripted.
Scripted out big time. Oh, the first part of it. Yeah, it
This
had
is
to
a
be.
big moment. Yeah, it's a big
Professionally
moment.
done.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Former trainers have reached out to you.
They have, yes.
Wow, like who?
I'm not going to say.
Give me one name of
I'm
former
not-
trainer who reached out to
I
you.
am not going to reveal my sources right now, but there's some buzz.
That's not a source.
Industry leaders.
That's not a source, you idiot.
I'm
Somebody
a
reached out to you and
thought
said they did a
leader.
good job.
I'm a player advocate for those out there betting on horses. That's my new job. Doesn't pay anything yet, but it's my new job.
DraftKings. Oh, big time.
Love DraftKings.
Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
very nice.
That's nice. I didn't get one of those.
Professional.
You deposit enough, they'll give
is
you
it?
Hashtag DK partner.
Yes, that's right. Go ahead. It's got like a-
Down on the inside, you'll see her break pretty well from the rail in that red saddle cloth. Loading into the gate.
got
On
the mouse
FanDuel
tracking
TV,
it.
Tarifa was 6-1. On
is
track
what you
at
think he should be
Fairgrounds,
doing
loading
more
into
of?
the gate. Tarifa was 6-1.
Yes and no.
You
Yeah,
just
it's a
keep
good
playing
start.
it. You
It's a
just
great
keep
start.
playing, Coleman. No one's listening.
So every $2 you bet to win on Tarifa, if she wins, expect to get about $14 back. And right now, you feel pretty good. Inside spot. Third
Where's
early
the
on in
thing?
race,
Where's the thing?
6-1,
He's
$14.
what is he? What are you
Oh, not-
passionate about though? What are you getting at here?
Well, when
Why don't you articulate
when the
now?
horses load into the gate,
The
okay?
horses look before Dave Johnson says and they're off.
Yeah, and down the stretch they come.
But at the beginning he would say they're off.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Affirmed in the forest. Yeah. Go ahead. Yep.
You do a good, Dave Johnson.
I could
Good for you.
easily do that. Go ahead.
So sick. You.
Oh, unfortunately, I had to shoot the 6
Oh,
horse.
shut the fuck up. Seriously,
Do we have sound of that, Coleman?
wear it out.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
Am I going to speak or am I getting fucking shotguns every 2 seconds?
Just go ahead.
Okay. So the horse is 6-1 loading into the gate. So you think you're going to get $14 if you get $2 to win on the horse. The first flash of the odds are cut almost 60% down to 5-2.
Why is that?
Because these big computer syndicates are allowed to bet up until last second. They check the different algorithms, see which horses are overlays, and then bet huge batch bets, like thousands of bets at a time. You and I can't do it. They're allowed to do it. They get huge rebates. They get access to these pools late. And so odds are being knocked down on horses, and it's costing us money as casual fans. I'm sorry, you're not interested in
I'm
this?
listening to you.
Thousands of people are interested in this.
Dead on. He's
No,
dead
and,
on.
and here's the issue. Horse racing social media, everyone gets paid by the sport, so they don't want to talk about this.
Oh, you're a
I'm
bad
the
boy.
bad
You're a
boy
bad boy.
who's willing to bring this up. Will it affect my sponsorship deals potentially? Yes. Am I willing to do it for the player out there? You, the casual weekend player? Yes, I am.
I have no idea. I just don't understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you're right. I just don't understand.
It's an unfair situation for somebody like us betting at home,
So-
or like a $10, $20 bet. or
Because
whatever.
the odds change and it actually, like, you don't lock it in. In horse racing, you don't lock in.
I used
your
to.
odds.
I have a friend of mine who's a professional gambler. I went to high school with. He's a professional gambler in Las Vegas. Lives there full time.
Your guy you call golf bets him. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy.
We
what?
talked about him before. You guys, he calls you for golf picks sometimes.
Yes.
And you place bets through him out in Vegas.
When I was doing like EEI stuff at Gillette in like 2009, 2010, he would say to me, text me right away about the coin toss. So maybe it's similar to that. Like, because he would know the coin toss where people watching on TV would know the coin toss if it's live.
Oh, especially back then, 10
Back
years
then.
ago, yeah.
So I would say heads. I would just send it to him. So from Gillette, I was helping some sort of gambling.
Wow.
syndicate. But yeah, so maybe
Inside
are you saying
info.
it's like that? It gives you then immediately some.
It gives these big groups, these millionaire, billionaire groups, a major advantage over just the casual play. You're a new fan, you show up. You're at a bachelor party, go to Fairgrounds on Saturday for that race. You bet the race, and immediately you think you're going to get paid this thing. It gets cut 60%, and And it's not because like some wise guy bet
I
money.
think
It's
Luke
not like a
Combs was
mistake.
terrible in that fast car with Tracy Chapman.
No, he's
like,
fantastic.
I love Luke Combs.
Unbelievable.
Tremendous.
Beautiful live too.
Ugh, he's like cross-eyed. He looks
He is good.
retarded.
Excellent live.
Great performer.
Dude, absolutely brutal. But yeah, so I got what you're saying. Thank
You do. No,
I don't.
Still don't.
I don't.
That's fine.
It's a big issue.
It was
Thank you.
coming like wildfire. People on the inside.
I will say that was a good positive response. I didn't know what to expect. You produce a video, take a couple hours to do it, put it out there.
I like
Dave's
it.
been telling me for a year to do it, and this is why.
Former trainers, yeah. What's that, Justin?
So like at the end there of the video, your like big complaint is you're like,
You made it to the end?
I did.
Thank you,
for you.
Justin.
Your big complaint is like, I've bet less in the past 18 months than I normally would have.
Yeah.
Like, is that because of this?
A big reason why.
I still have a job. That's very strange.
That's obviously a part of it, but I would be playing less because you're not getting a fair shake. Like you're just the odds are stacked against you in a lot of racetracks. In New York, to their credit, the last 2 minutes you don't get these odds drops because they don't let the computers bet. The last 2 minutes in New York.
Is this a new thing? Like this didn't
Yeah,
go on
last
5
year and a
years
half,
ago?
2 years. Yeah, it's been a major issue. And I'm glad someone finally, a thought leader, took the time, made a video, and tried to express
Sure.
an opinion about it.
Yeah, that's great. You knew Peter King. Someone's going to fill in now. It's over. I read it this morning.
I did not yet.
Oh, it was endless. It was
Great
just,
column.
God. Did you read it?
I read a little bit of it. Just his opening line.
You quote tweet the one about him wanting to watch the Super Bowl.
Wanting to watch the Super Bowl on TV. It's like
very
the
excited
struggle
about
has been
that.
really difficult for him.
It's a guy who moved to Boston years ago because he wanted the Globe delivered to his house.
I thought he was like a Red Sox fan. That's why he moved here. You want a Red Sox?
You did not say that.
He did. He's got some great old, like he had the one about the Robin Williams one. Remember that with the waitress? He's like, you hear about Robin Williams? He killed himself. And then the weird one about the bathroom. They were like driving to Atlanta or something. I forget. It's like a very strange. You get some weird.
He
one.
wouldn't let. He was driving with not the ringer, or he was driving with like interns, and they wanted to stop and go. He wouldn't let them.
Right. What do you like? You got it, Justin? Right?
Milwaukee. This is a Peter King tweet from 2014. Asked restaurant host, God, did you hear about Robin Williams? Host, no. Me, died. He killed himself. Thought he would cry.
And that's been parodied big time by Big Cat and Pardon My Take.
Yeah,
They
that's a
buried him
big.
for that.
That's a big peer. Yeah. I also about Peter King. Like I had him on a couple of times. He would always come on. Like even like obviously we used to have the boring segments with him, but like the Ray Rice thing.
He would fight
And,
with you. He was okay with that.
Yeah, he was like a New Yorker, kind of like old school, like Parcells. Like he'd fight with him. Like he was good. He was always very nice. The few times I met him, he's just kind of a weird guy. I thought like if you told me he hadn't written one in 4 years, I believe.
I thought Albert Breer took over for him at one point.
That's
Right
what I
in the
thought
same
too,
column.
yeah.
Well, Peter King actually has sources.
Bird doesn't.
Well, there's a lot of purrs from Albert Breer. Per whoever. I like Bert, but yeah. What was I going to say? There's something else I was going to get to.
Was he the one that you would do, like you would run out and go to the gym?
Well, I did that first, then another show did it after I left.
I didn't know another.
Was not the second time it was attempted. Was not.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I blame Curtis.
That was
Kurt, you got to do it. It'd be good. It'd be funny for the show, man. You got to be a character. Do it. Eat the
yeah.
Chunky's
You can't
Campbell
let this
soup.
guy say you get people walk all over you. This guy got walked all over.
I did.
during that.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
When I heard you were doing it that day, I actually felt bad for you. I was like, why are they putting him?
It was a bad. Go down to the snack area. Get something bad you can eat during the Peter
Oh,
King
really?
thing, yes.
Nobody had worse comedy ideas than Jerry.
I don't wear pants.
What did Jerry think of SNL this week?
Can we like? I have nothing. Am I the only person in America who? What?
I just think I agree with where you're going.
Am I the only person in America who like is very happy that Shane Gillis can say retard and gay on SNL and whatever, and like I'm happy he goes on there and hosts, and also thinks like he wasn't very funny in the. Like,
I think a lot of people think that. They just don't type it on social media.
yeah, like what's the? Like, I mean, the right immediately. Jerry is saying it's. Do you think Jerry was laughing aloud at the Shane Gillis monologue, saying it's the best thing he's ever seen?
That wasn't a laugh out loud monologue. That was just kind of like you're sitting there.
He was
"Oh, this is
recycling
good."
old bits too. I saw people were saying it just wasn't funny.
Mike's tweet is great here.
Well, Mike was terrified. That was a tweet of somebody. Did you get the same sense or no?
A little bit.
Go ahead.
He goes. He didn't go scorched earth, but he did get gay and retarded in an SNL monologue. And
Right.
it's the Jordan Belfort clapping gif,
Right.
which is like.
So Mike's way of saying
Coleman
that's
tweet.
Mike's way of saying it wasn't funny. Like he would have said it was really funny if it was really funny.
Like there were some funny like SNL monologues. This was not like a.
No, I thought it was just terrible. And everybody who likes him, like, I'm sure he's a lovely guy, but I'm just like it wasn't very funny.
No,
But I
think
don't
it was
find, but I
okay.
don't find any comedians funny anymore. So like,
do I.
I just don't.
Actually, I found the new Chappelle special like insanely funny.
Really? I can't watch them. I don't. It's just not for me. But everyone's like, it was a classic case of the left's like, this is toxic. I'm like, no, it's not. And the right's like, this is the greatest thing ever. SNL's back. I'm like, nope, that's not true either. Like, they'll have, who's on next week? Sydney Sweeney?
Yes.
Yeah,
That'll be a good episode.
pretty sure her monologue is going to be hilarious.
Oh,
Who can say SNL is back with what they opened with before?
Oh,
the
that
monologue?
was
It's fucking terrible.
dreadful. The Trump thing with the
They were sitting around with Tim Scott. It's terrible.
Dreadful.
Awful.
That gambling guy was kind of funny though. Give
It
credit.
was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
The
I
last
thought
skit
Trump
they
shoes
did, the
was
Green Bay Packers thing was very funny, but they hit it at the end of the show.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was like $12.50, right?
Yeah, it was it was the last thing they did.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. What else? What do you have, Justin?
So I went through that Cullen podcast you sent.
Oh, yeah, anything to it or no?
Some good lines.
It was just some silly, just
Colin's not written Dave since that story.
I know, I've seen that.
I know you've been blowing up on TikTok for other reasons. I know you're not here to talk about that.
Yep.
You stayed away from the Coleman story.
No, I didn't.
More focused on Turtleboy in general.
That's not
fine.
true.
It's
What are you talking about? I was tweeting out stuff that GBH audio was from me that you played on this show.
I suppose.
I did try reaching out to the photographer that was with
Jessica
him.
Rinaldi?
Yes.
Yeah.
No response.
No
but
response.
Try.
I don't think she's the other one who signed that thing, by the way. But Colin hasn't written. I reached out to the head of the Globe, Linda Pizzuti, for a comment last night. I did not get a response.
No.
It's not written since January 26th. It's been over a month.
Yeah.
So is he suspended? Is he fired? Is he just laying low? I don't know. So we had a podcast. What was this?
The Last Hurrah. It's like some Irish,
Yeah, this is Cullen.
some Irish American thing
Yeah.
where they're apparently like there was a mayor of Boston whose last thing was the Last Hurrah. He was some Irish
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
So anyway, so he came on to talk
I think it
about
was
like
Curly, I think. I could be wrong, though. Yeah.
to talk about Irish American blah blah blah.
Okay.
And there was just most of it was just nonsense about politics
Yeah.
and things like that. But there were a couple of good moments.
And so my grandfather, Martin Flaherty, was a gas worker, which is back then, like this would have been in the teens.
He talks
to
forever
20s
too.
Yeah, he likes his
in
voice.
America. And he was the people that worked at, it was a very dangerous job, gas work. And he worked with a lot of black guys, which is pretty unusual at the time. And the family story is that my grandfather.
Hold
used to
on.
make
Colin's saying the
poutine
family
in
story is
tub.
his way of covering up like he's about to just make something up. Like, I'm just going to cook this baby. Go ahead. By the way, I saw a tweet. Gus would have been there on time. At Hooters.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
He probably would have been there like 2 hours before.
High as a kite,
but
ready
yeah.
to use many wings as possible.
I'm trying to think who in our world would be there 40 minutes late.
I think you're looking at him.
I can't think of anybody else.
Mike would be there early.
Mike, I'd be there. Mut would be there. Dave would be there. Dave's prompt. You say that. I mean,
Well, Steve.
He's not going to do anything, but he'll be there.
Steve would have been there.
Steve
Steve would be there.
Steve would have been there like early, like pissed that he was doing it.
Yeah, he went on to do it. Yeah, I mean, nobody. That's the one thing Coleman wanted to do it. Nobody else.
I did. I've never
go
been to
China.
Hooters.
Yeah. How did you find it? Like with big-breasted women and food?
Yeah, pretty much, but okay on both parts.
You didn't hear that clip? Oh, it's like he's like sports, boobs, and
I heard
wings.
that.
What a great
guy! Yeah, what guy? That sounded so.
He also know that Horford played for the Celtics. That was a shocker.
Yeah.
No, I knew that. I thought he retired.
Did you go to a Celtics game this year?
I did.
Did he play in the game?
I don't think so. I think Porzingis was maybe playing then.
Sometimes they
I-
both.
I
They
don't
can
think
both play.
Are they still doing one player for each team?
I
The
just
NBA
didn't
really
think he
has
was.
changed. See, when people say I'm an old man, I liked it was 5-on-5. What game was that, Coleman?
That excuse me. That was Knicks Celtics in October, maybe.
Knicks at the Garden.
Yes, tough loss this weekend.
They got killed. Yeah. October
25th, I believe.
October 17th.
Sounds right.
Celtics win 123-110.
Yes.
Player stats. You may be right, Coleman. Let's see here.
Watch Horford.
Al Horford played 23 minutes.
I showed up 23 minutes late. So
My God, Porzingis played as well.
What? They let them both play in the same game?
Who's Jay Brown and Jay Tatum? They both played as well.
Never heard of him.
Wow. What a game.
Jeez. Was Justin wearing his Tatum jersey at Hooters? Deuce Tatum, I mean.
Dudes.
Yeah, there you go. Is that more just let me hear the Cullen story, guy.
So he's talking.
In the bathroom, and one day my grandmother came home from doing some marketing in South Boston because they settled in South Boston on East 2nd Street, and she heard all this craziness coming from the bathroom. So she goes in there, And there's my grandfather with 3 black guys from work, and they're hammered, drinking poachine in the middle of the day. And my grandmother speaks to my grandfather in Irish and says, "What will the neighbors think?" Meaning, there's a bunch of black guys in the house. And my grandfather was sitting there with the long clay pipe that the old timers used to smoke. And he said, "Bridget, you're in America now. Speak American." Which I thought.
What a story. What a maniac.
It's it just comes from nowhere.
Nowhere. It's just not true. And the people who are doing the podcast, they seem like they believe him or no?
They were
Not really.
At
No,
one point,
yeah.
they were just like that was how he introduced himself. They're
Right.
like, "Oh, Kevin Cullen." They go through like all the awards he's won, blah blah blah.
We found a great one when Curtis and I were doing. Remember that Bob Ryan one he did? Remember he kept telling stories in the Bob Ryan one that we had PTSD and
The one I always come back to is him talking about being in Ireland and some instrument player. Like it was,
yes,
He was
yes.
there with playing the. I forget it was a
the
fifth,
fiddle,
but it's
yeah,
an
it was-
all-time,
yeah,
all-time.
unbelievable. This
Now-
guy, I remember stories he would tell about being in the middle of like the peace negotiations between he's like the one reporter there. Everything's a lie.
maniac. Now-
I don't want him fired. I think it's more fun with him around.
Well, you asked the question: is he fired or on leave because of the union? Can they just fire him outright, or is there
Probably
a battle
not.
behind the
Well,
scenes?
I don't know that. I mean, I would think that
In fact, you
he's
can't fire him outright at this point.
It's
just
crazy.
fucking nuts.
I think you probably could. I think you.
Well, then he's not fired. Then we would have heard it.
Any updates on you with this new job?
No, I don't have a.
How about you were talking about maybe getting back in sort of. An
I have.
manual-
You
I've
teased
talked to
something
people, yeah.
big, didn't you? Yeah, there was something.
Well,
big.
I have some gigs booked
No,
for the year so
not,
far.
not you talking to Zdeno Chara, which must have been dreadful.
Oh, that
The
was an
upload.
awesome
it was a
event.
great-
Those
great
events at the
picture,
Brook are all.
great
I should have gotten you an autograph
wish,
picture. That's
yeah.
my bad.
Can you imagine how bad that conversation must have been?
He was great.
Yeah.
He and Brewski and Parrish were all three of them have been great.
Ian who?
Brewski was good and Robert Parrish was good.
Robert
All three
Parrish
events
was
with
good.
them, yes.
Oh boy, keep the women
What's
away
that?
from him or no?
Oh, that was
Slap
long-
anybody
that's-
around.
that was a
did
long
he?
time ago.
That-
Long time
Did that
ago.
come up in the conversation?
You know what? As an MC in an event like that, you really want to make the guest feel comfortable. I'm not there to grill the guy.
MC.
Is there a picture of you and
I'm
and
MC
Parrish?
for hire. I'm willing to be hired to do MC work. Yes.
Is there a picture of you and Parrish like there was of you and Char? He's even taller.
Yeah, I'll text it to you. Yeah. I have
Okay.
one. Yeah. You want it?
Dale Arnold's doing a signing next week at the Emerald Square Mall.
It's
And
him?
he's signing
They must know
autographs
this,
for
right?
$10 a pop.
Is he really?
It's not even like a book. It's
on the
it's
sign.
just-
Obviously, you guys will be there.
And it says like rare signing too.
That's probably true.
I would say so.
I saw one of the other names was Joe Morgan, who's 93.
I thought he was gone.
So did I.
Walpole Joe.
I not have Joe Morgan, the other Joe Morgan first to die, but he was.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I like Joe. Joe, great guy. But yeah, I met him one time. He was very nice down in spring training. But yeah, so Dale's signing autographs.
I was at the Emerald Square Mall yesterday. It was all over the place.
But the
Like,
fans,
promoting
the fans
fuck
should show
out
up.
of it.
Give Dale $10. He's given us some laughs over the years. You owe him that at least.
Maybe a restaurant review.
Get him
from
to
Dale,
sign
maybe?
this, Justin.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
That's a good one. I'll do that.
You guys can call me. Yeah, have Dale call me from the event. Who else is there?
you, Kirk!
Joe Morgan.
Did I take a picture? Let me see.
Joe Morgan.
I saw it on Twitter.
Dale. Who else is there? Brady.
Bird, right?
Springsteen is
Bird?
there. Yeah. Bird. Leo. I'm trying to think who else. Like, that's. Joe Morgan's 93. They can make this guy sign autographs?
Take a picture of it.
No, I didn't.
Shit.
Somebody tweeted at us. Do we know
they
who else is
did?
going to be there?
I think there was one name.
Which one's the
There's
Emerald
an old
Square
Bruin.
Mall?
North
Attleboro.
Oh, right by the.
It's on
yeah,
Route 1.
Yeah. That's Joe's area, Walpole Joe. I mean, he was a fucking snow plow guy in the
Here we
off
go.
season. Good.
Peter Mal. Oh, this is a weird name. Mahavlich.
The hockey player, yeah.
Mahavlich.
You got Mahavlich.
Joe Morgan, Dale
Joe Morgan.
Arnold, and former Patriots Ronnie Lippett.
Ronnie Lepet.
And Tully Banta Kane.
Nice.
They got the big
Nice.
names.
Why is Dale there? That's
His book.
crazy.
He's got a Bruins book.
A new one?
No, the same one. He's been peddling that one for a couple years.
It says on the website. It says Sale Arnold's.
That's a really?
Yeah.
I'll tweet that out. That's very funny.
Are the D and the S are next to each other on a keyboard, so someone just fucked it up.
I like the Dales, like driving from wherever the hell he is to there to do the. To go.
Now, I assume they don't pay him, right?
Wait,
He's just
no,
there
he
to sell
lives- He
books.
lives close there.
He
Unless
moved
he's
to Maine full time, I think.
full time.
I thought he did.
Oh.
Huh. I mean, you gotta go have some fun with Dale, man. The fans have a good time, but like, throw him $10. He's he's harmless. I would pay $10 for that. Does he personally?
It's 15.
15. How much is Tully Banta Kane?
15.
Okay.
Now, is it 15 for the whole group or 15
No,
individually?
So it's 15 per.
Where are they going to
autograph.
be? Are they going to be like
At the autograph place.
You know how
There's like a memorabilia store
bottom
there,
floor, way in the corner. It's super dark.
Super dark,
Sears is
yeah.
closed.
Well, you remember like the old Nashua Mall, like they'd have those card signs.
That's what I'm saying.
there.
I thought it was-
And right in the middle of the mall, they'd have all like the tables next to each other, and some guy be peddling like a Griffin. I got a better deal down here. He's got to be in the middle of the mall.
Maybe I should do and charge $100 per autograph and sit next to Dale the whole time.
That would be funny.
Maybe I'll do that. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to peddle my autograph. But
Serge Savard is the most expensive.
how much is he? 20?
39. Peter Maffavas.
How many other people are there?
Serge, Peter, Joe Morgan, Ronnie Lepet,
Yep.
Tully Benta-Kane,
Yep.
and Sale Arnold.
Sales. That's so random that Dale's there, though. It's funny.
Sell those books.
He's got a lot of stories from his
Will-
time.
It's a 2-day show. You can go Saturday or Sunday.
How many
These walls could talk.
people pay for Dale's autograph for that?
Over 100.
Over 100.
You think it's like $1,000?
Yeah, I think it'll be over 50 a day. Will go because get the
yeah,
book
if you're
too.
there. Yeah, if
You make it sound like this book's like 4
Brewer-
years old.
I understand.
He has
that.
unbelievable placement at that Plainville bookstore. The guy who owns all the
The guy, what's his
Wimpy
face
Kid.
owns it.
Yeah, Wimpy Kid.
Jeff
He has-
Kinney, is that his name?
Yes.
He has unbelievable placement at this bookstore, but there's only one copy. But it's like
really?
right out there. And
Call Dale. Let's see if we can get him. We'll give him a little publicity for this. I'm excited for him.
What a weekend for the boys. Blink 182. Dale.
I don't
Sale?
have his number.
Okay. Do you have it or no, Justin?
I do not.
Oh, I'll send it over. You probably don't have it, do you?
I don't have Dale's number now.
Dave probably has it.
I do.
That's not fair.
They get paid a fee just to go though.
Do you think so?
So like that $39.99
I don't-
guy has to be getting something.
Yeah, I think some people get paid a fee just to go. I don't
You think
know.
Dale gets a fee?
It's a chance to sell books. I bet she doesn't get paid a fee. I'm with
I
Justin.
don't think so.
Okay.
I bet you.
I think this book
Dale
is like Catcher
reached
in the
out.
Rye. Fucking, if these walls could talk, is it one of those books?
Well, that should be
Yes.
our first book club book. We're going to
true.
do it.
Hello.
Dale, it's Kirk Minahan. You're live to tape on the Kirk Minahan Show. Oh, what Dale? We're trying to sell.
Voice sounds good.
Such a shame.
Hello.
Voice sounds good.
Arnold here.
4 years ago, I would be backstabbing Jack Edwards like you wouldn't believe. How about that puff piece by Chad Finn? Any human being believe that story?
God.
Weird timing, too, wouldn't you say? Somebody brings it up, and then it's written about 2 or 3 days later. But anyway.
So you don't believe?
Oh, that he's just slowing down.
Yeah, that everything's fine. And one day he was reading the Declaration of Independence, slowed down, and the doctor's like, nope, don't really see anything here, Jack. You're totally fine. No, I'm just like Chad Finn. I live in pretend world. I don't have any issue with Jack. Like, whatever. Well,
I mean, he's bad. It's just
Yeah.
it's past its
rough.
point. Yeah.
like, but he's putting Nessa in a hell of a spot now.
yeah. Yep.
By going
that's
public?
true.
Absolutely, yes. Because he's not. But I don't. He's not so bad where enough fans are like, you got to get him off.
You want to
Yes,
play,
he
play
is.
that sound again, Coleman? This is worse than you asking Robert Parrish about the fucking Lakers in '84.
It's a good rivalry.
Did you call him Chief at all or no?
I think probably when I introduced him, I called him Chief.
Where was this?
Up at the Brook in Seabrook.
Nice.
Great little spot.
Who's your connection for that? How you weren't?
Closes the shot going wide and the
Oh wait,
That's how we played in
I think you won that
Chicago.
one. Yeah.
No, I don't believe Jack. I feel bad for him. Like I don't want him to see him lose his job. Hopefully they'll pay him not to do it. But I mean, like for him to say that nothing's wrong seems.
Well, he knows something's wrong. That he's not willing to call it a stroke. Not willing to call it like an aneurysm or anything.
Chad, am I right? Chad did not reach out to Nesson for comment in the story. I didn't see one.
No, he asked Jack about his contract status, but Jack would only say he's part of a multi-year deal.
Very weird. Let me hear them because Mut says he seems fine.
Oh, there are moments. There are bad moments, but
Andy Berkeley, Sophia
Bergeron.
Yurchevich, and our Nesson production team. I'm Jack Edwards. Stay tuned for the post game. The Bruins are 1-2-1.
You're right, Mut. I don't see the issue. I apologize. You're right. When you're right, you're right. I apologize. He seems fine. Seems fine.
there are points where
People
it's
are-
very, very bad. Yes.
No, but people like Bruins fans are like enough is enough.
Yeah, I didn't get the sense where it was like if this was Mike Gorman, and they were trying to like. I think Celtics fans like. I don't think they really like Jack that much.
No, they're indifferent.
Really? Yeah, some really like it. Some hate.
No, there was a fill-in guy that they tried to make.
Alex Faust.
Right. He sucks. He's a bore.
I'm sure he's
His
terrible.
voice is
He's
just so
like a
boring.
Jake Marsh, whatever. Like
yeah. So I don't know
Drew
who
Carter.
would be
That
next.
Celtics backer. You had that first. That Drew Carter was not going to be good.
Oh, weird. And at the beginning, you were like, he sounds pretty good.
I did like him at the beginning.
What happened?
It's too sticky.
What did I say?
It's too sticky.
Why am I still doing this 5 years later in my tenure? I'm always right about stuff like this. He stinks. All young announcers suck dick.
It's true.
They suck.
Actually, they do.
Might as well. It'd be more entertaining. They stink because they have no personality, have no life to them.
It's a shot at Nicholas.
Who?
Enter Nicholas. And
What about Jack Coleman?
They stink. Yeah, they stink.
Come on. That was a good call.
Jake Marsh stinks.
Oh, isn't he doing PGA Tour Live?
Yeah.
Is Riggs on that too? Is that why he's doing it?
Well,
No idea.
they should be. PGA Tour
That
Live
is
is
a
terrible.
wild decision.
Don't know.
Something Bill and there. It's boring.
I haven't talked to Riggs in a while. No idea.
Oh, he's too busy talking to Elio about
Got
hockey picks.
kind of a fight right now, I suppose. But what can you do? Milton's big and one only big winter clearance sale is happening right now. Sound like Jack. Milton's has everything you need for the cold winter months ahead, and it's on sale. How's weather? It's supposed to be nice Saturday or no? Do we have weather for this Saturday, Coleman? What are you hitting at Justin for? What are you doing?
To put up the Milton's logo on there.
Oh, good. Thank you. That'll save everything.
Weather for this Saturday? Well, it's supposed to rain a little bit.
50 though.
All right, nice day. So get yourself a light jacket at Milton's and head on over to the Emerald Square Mall. There you go.
Like this.
Like
Something
that,
like
yes.
this.
Yeah, give Dale.
55 and sunny. No rain at all.
Okay, well, and I'm seeing
I'm
rain.
seeing light rain, yeah.
Sorry.
Where are you looking?
AccuWeather.
You're not a big weather guy, are you?
Big weather. Yes, I get obsessed about the weather. Yes.
Sunny and 56 I have here for Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Nope, that's Sunday. Saturday, rainy and 51.
I have 52 and clear.
Where?
Partially
Chelmsford?
sunny. Whenever this last was open, yeah, Chelmsford, I guess.
Let's make a bet on the weather then.
Lowell, yeah.
Lowell?
Yeah.
They can't afford the rain in Lowell. That's the thing.
Yeah,
No. They can't even afford rain.
Sunday,
there.
warm with thick cloud
Doing a rain
cover.
dance.
Oh, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful day on Sunday.
Sunday, nice day. Well, then avoid the. Colleen's going to take his kids to that just to kill time. You go to that autograph.
That's why I was there yesterday. They have this thing where you can ride around the mall on little animals
yeah.
or whatever. You
I
know
remember
those
those.
things?
I remember those.
They weren't
Yeah.
charged
I
up.
hate
It was
those
slow. Yeah.
What?
Kids are annoying.
Well, don't go on them, Coleman.
I don't go on them.
You hate them.
I hate them. You're just trying to walk around and veering into you and shit.
This has never happened to me. What, a kid ran into you in the mall in a car?
They didn't run into me, but they're just cutting through. They're a little rambunctious.
I can see
This
it's a little
is, hold
crazy.
on.
Indianapolis
You know what this
500?
is? Little Coleman fib. Justin's right. Little
why is
fibby,
this a bit
acceleration,
total?
yeah,
You
exaggeration.
saw them and you were like, I bet you a kid probably would run.
Give me
you
tell,
over.
Did
tell
I
me-
say once that
tell
one
me,
ran into
Tell me
me?
this
No.
happened to you. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying in general, I don't like them cutting into my path as I'm walking, and they all.
It's never happened before.
Yes, it
What are you
has.
fucking talking about?
Jack
What are you
Cullen
talking
back
about?
there. He's not Coleman. He's Cullen.
What are you talking
Fucking
about?
Cullen.
When do they cut into you? What mall? When? Where?
I would.
Yeah, okay.
No. I'm
This
just getting the
is a
right
fucking
mall.
lie.
Freehold Mall in Jersey.
So what happened?
you walk and then they just cut through. This happens all the time. They do
I've
it.
never seen this. I've been to the mall 50 million times.
They also
That's
got a
never
train
happened.
You know why? Because parents are freaking out about their kids doing it. So you're like
100%. If
right
the mall
there
was
with
packed
them.
yesterday, we wouldn't have done it.
Yes.
You also walk.
All right. Well,
faster than
these
they
are
go.
Jersey parents who don't give a
The
fuck.
Emerald Square Mall must have been a ghost town.
Oh, it's
no?
a
Oh, it's
horrific
brutal.
sight.
It's great for that.
It's a horrific
It's great
sight.
for that though. Just like go.
Oh, it's open. Yep.
Food court or no?
Oh, but it's a shell of what it used to be.
Right.
Well, all malls, most malls are now. So I've told you I want to rebuild them all.
Now, what's in that food court now? It's just the Thai food,
Yeah, I can't remember.
and then
I don't eat there.
the Charlie, the
Steak, Charlie O.
yeah.
Or Rob and
I
I
think
used to go.
that's
I
it.
think I said this the other day. Rob and I would go to the North Shore Mall and the Billerica Mall, and Rob would just do circles and get the free samples from the Chinese place. Just and finally, the woman was like, I won't say how she said it, but she was like, you can't have any more.
Poor Rob.
He had like 40 of them.
Why don't you? Didn't you say you want to move the
Miltons.com.
studio? Didn't you say you're looking again because the internet
Go
sucks?
into the mall.
Go into a mall.
My ass, you will drive to out
And
of
it's
Brooklyn
open.
No,
every
but I'm
day.
saying,
No,
I'm
no.
saying a closer mall, the Billerica Mall.
And it's open, right? It's open in the morning for the mall walkers. So you could do it at night.
true.
Do
Do a
a
live show in the mall 3 times a week with the.
That'd be your best idea.
food
That might be your
court?
best idea since the indoor mini golf at the library.
Right, left and right. See them all over the
It's
place.
unbelievable.
Everywhere I go.
Wow. Miltons.com. Jeez. And of course, South Shore Plaza Braintree, where we may be doing the show at some point. Burlington Mall. That feels like that might be tough for us to land the Burlington Mall.
Yeah,
spot.
that's
That's
still
popping.
thriving.
Yeah. As a South Shore Plaza. And Chestnut Hill Square, of course. Go to Miltons.com. That's not a bad idea. Jeez. Huh. I'm sorry I went through that, Coleman.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Is Mike's thing today? Justin?
So yeah,
I believe he's
because-
recording
yeah.
today.
Okay. Wow. This is gonna be great. I mean, not great. It's gonna be very funny to hear.
She's so high energy.
I
that I
know.
feel like it's not going to work,
You
but I'm
can
interested.
get this mic, like the sort of the, yeah. Just
I saw clips with
He's
her
gonna
and
have his
Matt
legs
Rife.
crossed and have his cane right there.
Right. What's that?
I saw clips of her and that comedian Matt Rife, and she is on. Like she is.
Well, you heard her. She was like,
I don't know. She was better here than I think she is in that environment. You know what I mean? Like I think she's just loud, and I don't know how that's going to hit.
Yeah. Well, she'll sell
So
it.
the girls are going lesbian after they date you.
Yeah, which I've always been told I'm relatively feminine looking, so maybe I'm like a good middle ground. Maybe I'm a good transition period for somebody who wants to be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I do have to say I'm glad you're not wearing a dress. I'd feel like an intense amount of competition on this show.
As you should. I've been working my chest a lot. You'd have some real competition. Hi, welcome to...
That's how you sell that loud. There you go.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a tough scene. Is it? You're a media expert. Is this beneficial for Mike to do this?
I think you have, like in Mike's position, you have to take that shot because of her connections. I don't know her listenership.
I don't think like these other people are gonna be like, wow, this guy was really good. Let's bring him in here.
You don't think he's going to be on with Tom Segura?
I don't think, but you never know.
Hey,
Like,
Yeah.
plus,
How great would it be if Mike just got like scooped up by
It'd
Tom
be great.
Segura?
It'd be great.
That'd be
I'd be
fucking
thrilled
awesome.
for him.
That'd be great.
But I think Mike wants to like live in Austin, like the podcast.
Why wouldn't he though?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I agree.
That's why he's going, right?
I guess. So is he there? So he's recording today.
Yes.
I believe so.
Is it live or is it
No, they
produced?
released
No.
it like
Oh,
weeks
God.
later.
No, this is
That's too bad.
It's not as produced as None But the Brave, but those guys, man, they're doing 40 takes.
Oh my
One,
goodness.
2, 3.
But they also do like we'll fix that link. They're very look. I think it's up today, isn't it?
It's up tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Last
I
time.
love those guys, but they are very anal about that stuff.
Particular.
Do you think they were maybe
You've
just
seen it, haven't you?
nervous?
Yeah.
The first time that guy Hal was super nervous introducing me. Remember?
He was,
He's like,
yep.
and I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I'm not,
That's what I'm saying. They seem nervous during that, like with you on the call with.
I don't know. Maybe that's just the way they are in general. I don't know. I took him through a couple of shows in the High Hopes tour, so it was fine. It's fine. It's fine. Huh?
Do you Springsteen fans call themselves tramps?
No.
Okay.
I heard you say that. I mean, not my. We don't. There's no nickname for us. Really,
Yeah, I was
though.
going to say,
no.
I think you would kill yourself.
There are like sites like that, but no. And
Yeah,
I've
because
never.
like cover band has to be Tramps Like Us or something.
Yeah, one of them is like Bruce in the USA, stuff like that. Which you can't have a good cover band name. It's tough. Like you're always gonna be made fun of if you're in a cover band. I think.
The Blink one is, I think it's like all the Blink things, which is like, oh,
Yeah, that's tough.
Blink doesn't need a
Floyd
cover
is
band.
Pink
I don't
Floyd,
know.
I think.
Blink is a cover band.
Yeah, what's that?
I think Pink Floyd's is like Brick Floyd.
Yeah, I think that is one of them. You're right. So I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know where to start with this Jen Royle story, but it's by Cullinane's here. You went viral for this video, right? Somebody told me.
1.4 million views on that bad boy.
Wow.
Well, collectively, I guess. Yeah.
Imagine if Sandra Birchmore walked into that restaurant.
Did you
could
see-
combine the two?
Did you see the latest on that? By the way, remember the idiot attorney we met with, and we walked out of there saying that guy is the dumbest of all time.
Yes. What about him?
The latest filing that he just had to pay $2,000 to the court because he used AI to respond to the defense's motion, and it cited case law that was all inaccurate. He's the dumbest fuck.
We went. His place was like next to the Golden Banana. On Route 1.
It's like above it or something.
We went up there, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I got files for it somewhere." It was like everything was all over the place, and I left. I was like, and he didn't know.
It's like, what? A cat?
He knew
What?
Yeah, he knew who Josh Heel was.
You didn't know anything.
And I was like, "What was your take on that, by the way?"
The latest one?
No, the one I sent you those interviews.
I didn't think too much of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why we were called liars though.
yeah, what's his name? Del Papa.
Yeah.
You fucking prick. The police chief in.
Right.
I mean, he's got Josh Heel. He's trying to let the guy
go back in schools and
Yeah, asshole. But yeah, that's fun. What was the guy's? What was that lawyer's name? I remember we went downstairs afterwards and like talked after. I was like, there's some restaurant right down there.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is fucking
I can
lost.
see the name. I'm just blanking. Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Like an old office. Like,
Can you imagine going into AI and saying, "Please type out a
That's
response"?
Crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, so Jen Royle was at EI for a bit. Did some weekend shows. Mud knows I did weekend shows for years.
Yes. I mean, he slaved over the microphone.
You always get mad. You think I do Stolen Valor for that?
You do, definitely do.
I did some weekend shows for a couple of years.
Oh, I'd say we're taking no more calls. We get all these calls. That's what you do. I
That was
turn the phones
That
off.
was a Matt Loper trick.
It was a Mike Manansky trick that I taught you.
No, Loper. You never got calls. That was why you did it.
I got calls.
A lot of calls.
I did. Well, you were a weekend by yourself. You get a lot of calls.
If you asked
did
for it.
then, not now. Not now.
Oh, you don't?
No.
If you beg
You go
for it.
hours without calls, listening afternoon radio in Boston.
There's nothing worse than saying, like, I see you there. Like, basically saying.
We'll get to you, Steve and Joe and Paul.
And then you go to the break and you say to the producer, make sure they hang on. Like,
Can you make sure? What Patriots topics you want to talk about?
We don't want to lose this guy. You can go 7 minutes. It's fine.
Danny Quincy? Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Jesus Christ. Is he still alive?
I actually heard him call into weekend radio this past weekend. Yes. As terrible as always.
Which show?
KJ and KJ and Lyons or KJ and Cadlick? I forget.
Who's the second guy?
It was either Mike Cadlick or
Was Mike Cadlick
John
the guy
Lyons.
who steals all the other content?
One of these new age, like when he covers the Patriots for EI.com, but is like,
yeah,
he's just a stooge, like fanboy.
Idiot,
It just comes
idiot.
across like a massive fanboy.
Terrible idiot. So I did like a couple weekend shows with General. Terrible. And then she stopped doing radio. She did Herald Radio with Meter for a while.
Long time.
And then took over. She was crazy. She's just nuts.
And before that was doing TV in New York. Was on the Yankees
And
beat or
Baltimore.
Orioles beat. Yeah.
Like, all these people claim she has Emmys. So she bought this restaurant in the North End, Table. And we made fun of it a couple of years ago. I always got along fine with Jen. I think we talked to her
She loved you.
a couple of
She loved
years.
you, yeah.
She went to one of my parents' wakes. Like,
Remember she reached out because she wanted to help cater anything you had issues with.
that was trendy.
No, that was Jen Royle. Jen Royle reached out to me. I forget which.
When my parents died?
Yeah.
Why were you talking to her?
Because she knew we were friends and she wanted to help. Anything you needed from a catering standpoint.
Oh, right, yeah.
She loved you. That I remember.
I didn't really know her. So then we made fun of that Boston Magazine story. You were the producer, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That story
it's this
was wild.
stooge. They just paid. Like, and she's one of these people, she pays people. I saw people were finding old tweets this weekend. Tony Maserati tweeted, like, I was at Table. These meatballs remind me of my dead mother's meatballs. Anna Horford, that loser.
Yep.
She was there a couple of that
Greg Hill
stooge.
famously had like a big event there.
Yeah, Greg Hill knows her very well. There's like a lot of people who, like, you know, like Dale drove 2 hours for lasagna.
Was that during COVID?
On Labor Day weekend, yeah. Losers. That Boston Magazine story is incredible. Like,
I'm sure her food is good. I'm sure it's good.
it's Italian food.
Right.
Olive Garden's good. Like, whatever. It's fine. It's great. So a couple people tweet me. I'm at a hotel in Tennessee on these college trips, and I'm just having my little, Kate doesn't want to hang out with me. So I go for my run, my little breakfast in the Marriott, like breakfast thing. Got my book,
Walking around.
Get the cereal. Like, I can never figure that out. That whole thing like explodes on me. Kids are driving by me in their little cars, like in the mall. One kid
that's
ran
scary
me
as hell.
over.
Yeah.
One kid
The
ran me
worst.
over.
The worst.
And like, it was so sad though. At one point, I got like the 2 like sausage patties, and just like I couldn't find the syrup. I asked a lady where the syrup is.
Is those packets you have like rip open
Yeah,
the top
it's
part?
pathetic.
Plastic. Yeah.
You know what's sad about these hotels now? I'm a Marriott Bonvoy elite member. They don't give you the USA Today's anymore downstairs.
That's the worst.
That's where you're.
Did they stop printing them or no?
They probably did.
They might have.
That was the best part of the case. Was the first season in South Carolina that Marriott at Clemson gave you the USA Today and the local paper every morning.
Used to stay at Mohegan Sun. They'd have a Hartford Current waiting for you the morning outside your
you
door.
can't beat
Stop
that. So a couple people tweet me this thread. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This guy talking about something. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Jen Royle Table. Jen legendarily just fights with people endlessly. I still am not. Let me see if I'm getting this correctly. So this gentleman who prefers would prefer a penis in his mouth to a vagina in his mouth.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. He's a homosexual. You have a problem with that.
We're
right?
allies. No, I'm an ally.
Well, you're famously.
He's a friend of mine now. We talk all the time.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm an ally. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I texted him. I said we'll probably talk about this if you wanted
So you going to join us?
to. He's talking to his lawyer about it because they're legit going after him.
After who?
Like Jen Royale's team is
Yes.
legit going after him, so he's just talking to people to see if it's smart enough.
So he was coming to Boston for something. He and his husband or something?
I assume so.
Right. His husband. So they're
Experimented with what?
That's a classic Jerry. Oh, is it Mr. and Mr. Like, Jerry, why do you fucking care? Who cares? Like, if you guys want to fuck each other, who cares?
It's because he kind of wants to do it.
Kind of.
He was aroused, and he said, "Let's get married."
So something happened. They had reservations at Table. Table is, by the way, to me, a culinary nightmare. Forgetting the food's good or not. You're at like a table with a bunch of people you don't know, and they're just passing food around.
That's the idea.
Family style.
Well,
It's not a real restaurant.
the
Like,
vibe.
it's totally different. You have to sit with random people to eat.
It's not. I like to eat alone.
You make family there.
Yeah, you would never go there. but
Headphones
some people
on
like
with
to
a
talk
book.
to
Have
other
you
people.
been there?
No, I would never.
What you would go? You by the way, it's 20%. He's gone and told her it was good. Like got free food. There.
Oh,
you.
I've never been. Swear on my kids.
Okay.
You
On
ever
my
had
kids.
takeout before?
No.
You ever take out in your life before?
From Table Boston? No.
Okay, no. Okay. All right. So this guy, something happens. Now that's in dispute. We'll get to that. Was he in the hospital? Was something going on? Like, you agree, Dave, that people have some questions about his
People have
story?
questions.
Okay.
Yep.
So he messages Table and is like, hey, like, can't make it. I'm out. And Table says, we have a $250 fee if you can't. You're going to get hit for $250, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't cancel, if you cancel within 3 days or something.
He didn't do that.
Correct.
So it's $250.
But they told him to contact the credit card company that he booked it through. They told him that.
Table did.
Table did.
Okay. So he does that, right? And they wipe it out. And then Jen finds out and freaks out. Am I getting this right?
Yes.
Finds out. Because she has his name through the credit card.
Right.
She goes to Instagram, I
which,
believe.
by the way, she put his credit card number up, right?
She put his email, which gave his real name.
I thought it was the last 4 digits of his credit card.
Oh, the
or
last
something.
4. Yeah, you're right.
That's
She
not
did do
great.
that.
Go ahead.
Not a great look. Yeah, then she goes to Instagram, DMs him, whatever that she
It
said the
says,
first thing.
it says, hi, Trevor. I own Table Restaurant in Boston. I just wanted to personally thank you for screwing over my restaurant.
By the way,
and my
she
staff."
has like, I actually forgot Jen like existed since we did that story. So I should say I got along pretty well with Jen. Didn't know her that well. We did that story, which like we didn't really like. Didn't find to be particularly critical of her. It was critical of the story.
It's never critical of the person. Yeah, it's always critical of how they write it, like how they write it.
Yeah, it's about how silly it is to hire somebody to write a story because like that was clearly a planted story.
But even if it wasn't, it just was like silly.
I thought Boston Magazine, you paid for the articles, right?
I know I fucking did when they wrote that fucking thing about me. So
Great pictures.
That was a good picture. I like the one where I'm walking down the street.
Because you won't take headshots for this show, I assume Steve Coleman, you'll do it. We use that picture like 25 million times.
I've had to do.
Yeah.
They had I was looking the other day, literally looking for like an 80s mix on Apple. This came up. Kirk Minahan's top 100. Somebody did songs of the 80s. And I think it's one of those pictures.
It is that picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
That picture is like, you got a fucking problem?
It is.
Like, if you, like, I'll call you out on the radio if you say something about me. Yeah. Like, what was that, Mike Lombardi?
I'm not afraid to go after the local teams.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not afraid. I'll criticize the Patriots. Look at me. I'm a badass.
Rick Grossbeck didn't want to deal with the station because he thought he'd make fun of his wife. Like, I'm not, I'm not afraid. But so then Jen blocked me, blocked everybody.
Yep.
Like, I think it's one of those ones too where it's like they do the thing where if you're affiliated with us at all, everybody gets blocked. Like Shark Minahan
went private too. So
I'm talking about a couple of years ago after the Boston Magazine.
Yeah, to everybody. Yep.
So I'm sorry, the present day. Continue.
So hi, Trevor. I own Table Restaurant in Boston. I just wanted to personally thank you for screwing over my restaurant and my staff when you disputed your cancellation fee. I really hope in the future you have more respect for restaurants, especially small businesses such as mine.
Especially.
Pathetic.
And then she goes on and on, right?
Yeah.
Last time I saw it, I think it had 45 million views. This guy's.
Oh, the actual tweet. Yeah.
What was your thing? Just that? Recapping it?
Yeah, I recapped it first. And then.
Well, what's your take? Go ahead, but millions of people.
No, my take is just simple. She's a fucking lunatic. Like, he went through every proper channel to take care of it. Whether he's a liar or not, who cares, really?
Well, I think for
He's a
her, it's
customer.
like, what's the upside? $250.
No, that's who she is.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She can't not fight.
Right.
Well, that's what everyone's seeing now is that there's a history. There's a pattern of this.
Endless. I saw people 500 examples of this. She just can't stop.
I can't imagine. Like, she did it to somebody. Somebody left a Yelp review, and all it says
that's
on
the
the
other
Yelp,
thing. They got bombarded on
Rob
Yelp.
P. And she finds out who Rob P. is, and then goes and starts tweeting at him publicly. It's like, who the fuck does that?
There's this one. Hi, Grace. I see you book Sunday supper, which is centered around red sauce, just like grandma's on Sundays. You are correct. Perhaps you should have come during the week when there is only one red sauce dish. Oof. Our menus are posted online.
Yeah, they killed her on Yelp, huh? They stopped it?
Yeah, they had to stop it, yep.
I mean, it's just a wild story. I guess it caught. Why did it go so viral?
I don't know why. It's getting worse. Daily Mail had it as number 2 today.
Global is number 1 over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Daily
it's been
Mail.
48 hours since that really was blowing
Is
up.
it just people just like stories like this though, right?
yeah,
Where
it's
it's like
great.
crazy,
Yep.
I don't know. I don't even know what what Jen's defense would be for that.
I think it would be, which is not the correct defense, but like this is attacking her livelihood.
Yeah, but it's not though. Like I mean, it is, but like not really.
Isn't it just like so? The cancellation fee, they get the $250, and then she probably just gives it to the staff as like what would have been their tip. I assume is that what she means by that?
Maybe.
So pony up the $250 and just like there's got to be just some losses that you incur over time as a small business owner like that.
It fits like 50 people.
Right.
So like if there's 48 people that show up and get paid, like the 250, I get it's a lot of money.
No, but I'm
It's
fine
not
with
like-
her being pissed off that happened to her business. It's, you know, if there's only 40 people that can go in there at a time or whatever. But to react like that,
Crazy.
in one
Go out of her way and
instance,
stalk the guy. That's why
you're
people. That's
asking
why people
for
are
it.
looking at it.
Like, what are we talking? Probably 200 million impressions right now of negativity.
It actually does hurt. Now this does like hurt. Usually I'm like it doesn't matter in the long run, but now people will Google this. Like this will hurt the business long run for tourists.
I don't know. It's so small too that I feel like people are just
guess.
going and they're just restaurant North End bang.
Well, we said that too about what was that Dragon Pizza with Portnoy?
Yeah,
But like they're still like
Still there?
They have like a
I guess
a
people
base that,
like it.
rallies around it.
I mean, if it's good food, it's good food. You just
I guess it's in the North
an
End. too.
asshole
If you're
owns
in-
it. That's
if you're in the
all.
North End, you're there. Whatever. I don't know. Give her a
was like,
call.
oh,
Here's a menu.
Give her a call. We have her number.
Like she's just a mean person, right? Like she's just a mean.
I was going
individual.
fine with her. I'd be curious about that too. I guess she's probably not going to be answering the
Right
phone
now,
at this
yeah,
point.
it's probably a little busy.
Not even busy. I think just.
Your call has been forwarded.
I mean, the restaurant beef, like her life right now is probably with this is. If she's really going after this guy,
Yeah.
What could she possibly sue them for? Well, call
Yes,
the lawyer.
slander.
I know you said you want to talk to him, but give him a call. But what? But for what though? He said. What did he say?
She deems that a private message that he then took public, and
But she put all this stuff public.
no, he did first.
I know, but
right?
she
Yeah.
responded to it.
Right.
Did the same
right,
thing. I mean, he could sue her.
Right.
but didn't she initiate the contact?
Yes.
Yeah.
Privately.
They're gonna sue him for. He's not leaving these reviews.
I had like 5 people
I'm
reach
so
out.
sick of these fucking this death threat shit.
Oh, that's
stop.
dumb.
Just stop.
Yeah,
5
stop
people.
that.
What?
5 people reached out and were just like their actual normal interactions with her were just horrible.
Yeah.
Like somebody delivered like her mail got delivered to her. Instead, she went and brought it, and Jen like freaked the fuck out on her for no reason. There's no
crazy.
reason for these people to
This is the
lie.
lawyer. Yep. What's his name?
Michael Floyd? Ford. Michael Ford.
Patrick's dad.
Drip King.
Oh, loser. Like I said, I was going fine with it. It was very weird when she started blocking everybody. But it's just her MO. Call table. See if we can get a reservation.
They probably won't. No one.
You know, they're this early cooking, prepping?
I found out this past couple of days that the Trudell family actually has beef with the Royal family.
Is that right?
Yeah, my grandmother and apparently Jen's mother, because Jen is from Mansfield, did not get along.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So you don't think David's going to negatively impact the restaurant?
I don't
Probably
think so.
not.
Not
He's
long
probably
term. That
right.
stuff just blows over.
Yeah, 20, I would say probably.
You're more upset at the Royal family than you are at Coleman right now, which is
True.
very, very disappointing.
Sale Arnold. Sports announcer.
Oh, he's the only broadcaster to do all the teams, right?
All 4 sports.
Yeah.
I had that my,
No, he
I
said-
would
he
ride
says
that
5,
all
right?
fucking day.
I had that as my profile, remember, on Twitter for a while, I had my bio with EI, and he was like mad about that, I remember.
Doesn't he say all 5?
He did all 5, the Revolution.
Revs, yeah.
Yeah. Does he include the cannons?
Ooh, he should probably do that.
Probably do one of these PHL games too.
In fairness, he is my second favorite Boston Bruins announcer duo, him and Gord.
Is that right?
Cusick.
Behind who?
Oh, Fred Cusick, obviously. Is the
Sure,
greatest
Fred was
of all
great.
Who's he ahead of?
Jack and Brick?
Yeah, I don't like Jack and Brick. I'm trying to think. Who was after Dale? No, it was just Jack. Right?
Oh, good. Sherry Spears on today. I've not seen that dress before.
These bookmarks could talk, Dale.
Write that down. It's a new dress today.
Some famous bookmarks on those old EI computers. Folders that should not have been seen.
Have to sign out of the Bruce Allen media message board before I hand over the show. What do we got? What are you looking for?
No, this was the Table Boston number.
Oh, give him a call. You only game was a prepping early, Dave?
I don't think so. And it's only open 4 days a week.
How many TikTok views?
Oh,
you got?
today's Monday, yeah.
Over 1 million?
The original one was like 600 something, and then I did one after it that was like 500 and then 300 and whatever.
Bigger than Turtleboy stuff?
Oh yeah, Turtleboy stuff gets nothing. Prison Mike over there, no.
Free man.
He's a free man. I saw a lot of people didn't like his live the other night.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch it.
His tone.
I was texting him a little bit. I mean, I'm happy he's out. I hope he's, Are you? You hate him? I don't know.
I don't hate him.
Does he hate you?
I think it's like parts of it is mockable.
I literally, I'm telling you, people get mad. I think the gig was in the other day and the radio watch caller, they get mad when they say, I don't fucking understand the story. I wish I just don't.
Karen Reed?
Yeah, I just
there's just so much going on. They want you to make a decision and pick one side.
I have no idea.
It hasn't hit a courtroom yet.
Right.
Like you're if you want me to read 40 pages of a fucking court document and give you an opinion, you're a fucking asshole.
Believe me, I've tried. Yeah, no, we
know
that's not
it's not fucking.
I know that's gonna work. But but I'm happy. He's like, I thought it was wild. He was in prison.
Yeah,
I just thought it was wild. So I'm happy he's out.
Yeah, but when you see those supercuts of the way he talks to witnesses, it doesn't look great.
I know, but
and he at the end of the day, logistically, he fucked up. So.
Sure, but I feel like when I did season 1 or I don't know, I remember we did the Dr. Dan stuff. Remember how I talked to that cop that time?
Yep.
If they had sounded that,
but you just talked to him on the phone. He went to a government witness. Whether he was fooled to go there or not, he went there and he shouldn't, and that's it.
I probably would have though, maybe.
And you would be in jail if you were
maybe,
in this situation,
but maybe it depends. Sometimes I wonder though. I mean, he's definitely being targeted.
Sure.
Yeah. But he's out, so I mean, I don't know. Is he out for long? I don't know.
Did he
he's
got
2 new charges.
Yeah,
two
more charges. Yeah,
wiretap and something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What else?
You see these?
Unless I'm forgetting about Jen here. It's just a crazy.
She's just nuts. I don't She just seems mean to me, which I don't really understand why. I don't get it.
How did you know? Why'd she have your number? What were you corresponding with her for?
We did a lot of shows together.
You did?
Over the years, yeah, absolutely.
You did shows with Jen Royle?
Yeah.
When? Weekends and stuff?
That and I think after you left, she was sort of back in the mix with some other stuff.
Oh, God.
And I forget.
She was dreadful. I mean,
it was
you think she was good on the radio?
No, not really interesting on the radio, no.
Yeah. What do you sound
very
nice, you seem defensive about this. You feel like you're hiding something.
Mutt never says anyone's bad on the radio.
Yeah, he doesn't do it, remember?
I didn't think he was very good on the radio. What do you want to say?
The irony.
He doesn't like to criticize.
What's ironic about that?
You sucked on the radio.
It's not true.
It's not true at all. It's not true at all.
Not true at all. Thank
you. How about the job, the real jobs? Last time you hear, hey, I might get a job at Macy's.
Trust me, a lot of people reached out. Thank you to the folks who
DM'd. What have you done with that?
Nothing since. Nothing since.
Why?
Because I was working on this event we had last week, and I have some.
The thing was Zdeno Chara?
Yeah, we had an event. We're working on some other events going forward. I have proposals out there to different companies for different shows. There's,
what else, guys? I can't.
If Mutt put 8 videos out a day for the next month, he would have a sports radio job or something like that very quickly. Just do 8 videos.
He turned down the job with Meter, the midday show on Pete Shepard Network.
Oh, Tony Bruno?
No,
stop.
You hear the story? Yeah.
No.
So I talked to Meter, and Meter said, he's like, I tried to call Mutt about something, and they were going to do the midday show together for the Tony Bruno Network, but they found out that the pay was $0.00. Yes. A classic. You could sell whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Just drive all this traffic to Tony Bruno's app.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get a percentage of sales, but it was going to be based out of Florida. And it was not.
Are we in fucking 2001 or something like
that?
That
feels like Ordway's thing.
Yeah, that was 2012.
No, that legit is Ordway's thing. They would not pay those guys. Ask Pete still, and they can get paid.
Which I mean, I get it for Glenn. It's it was a hard situation, but that doesn't. It just doesn't. I think Glenn wound up on some radio stations too.
He definitely did.
Sirius, then he got
he was on the GAM in New Hampshire.
He was in New Hampshire.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I will. Yeah,
that's right. It was one of your big things. Right? What was it?
What?
Oh, good. No, you heard this take?
Shut up. You say the same fucking thing about Joe Rogan. You say the same thing about all these Bill Simmons. If you're first to the market in something,
his thing was if Glenn was first, he'd be bigger than Bill Simmons' podcast.
Maybe I accentuated certain aspects. I just mean he would be. It would be a big program. He would have monetized that well, and he'd still be going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the internet kept going off in the fucking show. He couldn't do the show. He's Xfinity. I'm sorry, guys. No show. I remember that message. No show today.
No, but conceptually, do you agree with that conceptually? Starting a program at that.
I don't think. I think that was. I think Glenn needed new blood in there. I think Glenn, Pete, and they needed new blood.
Maybe, but that's you thinking
Reamer,
it had to stay like Boston. I think national people don't know who they are anyway.
But they were just talking about Boston stuff, though.
Right. Yeah. But either way, internet program.
Well, you keep saying that, but you
bigger
only pick through anymore.
I don't know about bigger than Simmons.
You said that.
I know, but it'd be a big program. It'd be a big program today, or still maybe.
It was still going 10 years in? Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. If you figured out technology and kept it going.
He's getting itchy, I can tell you that. He's getting itchy.
He's into the minifans now.
You think?
He's coming on Jonathan Scranton for fuck's sake.
But he wants to come. He wants to do something. I don't blame him. He should if he wants to do it. He's in his house.
Is he going to really come in studio?
Yeah, over the summer. Yeah.
He's an ultimate enemy of Portnoy, though. You're allowed to do that?
I don't care. Oh my God.
Whatever. What's an
Portnoy.
ultimate?
I'm
enemy of
requesting
Portnoy?
to be
He's
here
got
for
other
that.
priorities now.
Yeah, he's not a
Which is
fucking dog.
so legit that's like everybody's talking about that stupid fucking dog.
Oh, it's gross.
It's
I don't-
unbelievable. It is funny, but
I'll
it's
do it on
just-
Thursday. I don't want to talk about it now. Talk about the fucking dog enough. Coleman had that story second up.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Don't worry, Coleman. That story he was worried it was boring anyway. I don't care about that SEC thing. What else?
Did you see that they're making this BCU, the Beatles Cinematic Universe?
I did.
They're making like 4 different movies with the different stars. And so I was thinking about this over the weekend. What order do you think they have to release that in for it to be successful? Like, do you start Lennon and then drop a Ringo?
He was so deep in thought, it caused him to be 40 minutes late to
Yes. I don't. I think it's an interesting idea. I'm actually not opposed to the idea.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
All directed by the same guy, right?
Sam Mendes. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the Ringo Starr movie is.
Oh, is he the 007 guy?
Yep.
I like
Did
him.
1917 as well.
Oh, great movies.
I don't know like what the Ringo movie is. I don't know. Even the McCartney movie to me is not that interesting. George Harrison to me is the most interesting Beatle, and then Lennon. So I don't know. Like I don't know how you do it. I don't know what the Ringo Starr movie is. I just don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Sneak it in like second, maybe.
Maybe. Probably Lennon will be last, I'm guessing.
I was
Although that's
thinking
pretty
Lennon
depressing
first.
ending. McCartney probably be last.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Can I get a movie take off real quick?
Good.
Dune wasn't very good. Like,
Ooh, Jeff D. Lowe is.
I see Jeff tweeting about it, and I tried to watch it multiple times before I finally finished it, and I guess I don't get the hype. And am I the only one? It seemed a little overrated to me. Or
when did you watch it?
Very boring. Like the last week or so. Like because of all this buzz. Like Jeff's Dune 2 is coming out.
Did you?
Not for me. Way too slow. It's a love story with big worms.
I'm not a huge fan of it either, to be honest.
That's what it fucking is. It's a love story between these two with cool worms. Awesome.
And I actually think people, the second one's out right now. The reviews are unbelievable. It's not going to do as great as people. It's not going to do like people think it's going to make this crazy amount of money. It's not.
It's supposed to be like the next Star Wars or something.
It's very similar to Star Wars. Star Wars ripped off.
Yes. Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah. But it's not. To me, it's just not as. It's not as accessible for me. I don't disagree with your core point, but
just boring, slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. So you're not going to see Dune 2.
I will, unless it's free eventually. I will not pay to see Dune 2.
I have to say, like, it is amazing how obvious the crafts are about this documentary. It is wild.
It's just like the book.
Fucking
Friends of mine, but they're nuts.
Cut is still new too.
I know. Like Belichick looks like $1 million on this thing now. I don't even.
He looks like he's being held hostage.
He does
to be there. Yeah.
If Kraft saying he was mad at Belichick for like benching Bledsoe and stuff, that was the first. I was like, "What are you fucking talking about?" And then just endless. And they have this Glazer person on all the time, and it's very this Kirkman guarantee. You who doubted me earlier? Somebody doubted me. You doubted me earlier
Coleman.
about the play by Coleman and you about the Celtics play-by-play guy. I am telling you, this Mayo era is going to be a disaster. Pete Carroll 2.0. They got rid of the bully, they got rid of the tough guy, and they brought in a guy they can control now. And that doesn't work. Bob Kraft's going to have say. Jonathan's going to have say.
Jonathan Kraft's going to have
I'm
say.
full agreement.
Good, Coleman. Thank you. I was concerned. It's going to be a disaster.
Mayo's talking about how he wants to have like a good relationship. With
that was crazy.
He's like, hey, we're going to sit down. I'm just going to sit down now and talk to you guys. We're equals on this one. All the media and these media people are lapping it up because they've been shit on. They've shit in their mouth for years. If Dan Shaughnessy were still alive, he'd be disgusted by this. Like this is like Mayo will last 2 years. They'll give him a second year because they feel like they have to, and then gone. This first round pick will be a bust. This is a good thing for the organization, Justin. Then they'll get in just like when Pete Carroll, who by the way made the playoffs a few times, but was worse record than Parcells. Then you'll get in a good coach again. So this will be good. A couple of down years.
Yep. Well,
his wife can continue to peruse online at various anal licking adventures.
Wagon Wednesday, baby.
Wagon Wednesday. And then, Scott Zolak, that idiot, thinks I'm friends with Gerard Mayo on Twitter.
He was kidding, right?
He was
sarcastic.
Yeah, I think he was kidding. Disaster. Nice. Mayo's a very nice guy. I met him a few times at Comcast. Nice guy. disaster.
If they get a quarterback, they'll be fine. I disagree.
I think they bomb on that pick.
Nope.
No.
Who's making the pick?
They might bomb on the pick.
Jonathan Kraft? Trust him with
Probably
it?
making
You trust
John,
his
yes.
historical quarterback evaluations?
No.
Yeah, but who'd they just hire? That's a great evaluator. Ben McAdoo, right? Great talent back here.
Great. Yeah, another loser. What's that, Justin?
You know who they should take is I like that kid from Notre Dame, offensive tackle, Joe Alt.
Who's that? I don't know.
He's like
an
the
offensive
cornerstone
tackle.
left tackle. He's going
Yeah.
to be a left tackle for 20 years, or 15 years.
Big boy.
Win a lot of games.
They shit on Parcells in episode 3 too. Like, just bury him.
Yeah.
Him and Belichick.
Well,
both did.
they hate.
They hate Parcells.
I see, and I didn't know that. I thought it was the fans who were keeping it on the hold. They hate Parcells.
Oh, Jonathan
Despise
especially
him.
hates Parcells. Yeah.
He cost him the Super Bowl.
Right. I mean, that was a dick move. I don't have a problem with that. Like, you shouldn't be. I mean, it was Super Bowl week, and he's fucking trying to get another.
But
job.
they're doing what they did with Belichick. They're blaming everything that happened on Belichick now.
And everything. The Crafts look great for everything, and Belichick looks like an idiot. And if I was Belichick, I'd be like, oh, but you just keep his.
And it
mouth
gets
shut.
worse. The Belichick stuff gets worse in the next couple episodes.
What was that? Oh, you have whatchamacallit coming up?
No, I'm basing on. I mean, everyone's written that. Everyone has a screener saying it gets worse on Belichick, and they blame the entire Super Bowl loss on him. I think in episode 10.
Oh, the Malcolm Butler one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fuck, but like they just completely skip over
They blew it.
with like my favorite part of the dynasty, which is 03-04.
Yeah, they spend no time on that.
Which is like the greatest run in NFL history.
But the Crafts produced this documentary, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
why
It's
would
doing
they
the
not?
opposite of
Why would
what
they
the-
not want to talk about that?
I guess it's not. I guess it's not boring for them, but Brady's
Do they have
the biggest
video
part
of Kraft
Brady's
getting
the biggest
head
part
in the massage parlor or no?
Not in the first four
That would be
episodes.
great.
No.
They don't?
Not
I
in
would-
the first four. No. Debbie Belichick was on there, but not
That was an old one, though,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
old
Jesus. Crazy. God. What else?
We have Jeff D'Lo fresh off of Dune 2 on.
Oh, yeah. This is good. He loved you, Mutt, before that.
I love Jeff.
I won't. No, I won't. I won't go after. I won't go. There's too much good things going on with UConn. We can't get into this.
He's not really a hardcore fan like us, though, Jeff, to be honest. Like, he's
No,
not- he's actually not.
He wasn't there. He didn't play. So I won't
watch
go
the game
after
yet.
Mutt's Dune. I won't go after Mutt's Dune take. I will say though, my email might have one less Substack email this week, but that's a whole different story.
I understand. You take it personal. I get it.
That's fair.
I
That's
get
fair. That's fair.
No, I actually wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you about because we didn't really get a chance to. You were on the road last week, chat, but the patch thing. Though I will say once again, you were just talking about Gerard Mayo, and I was fairly convinced you were talking about Andy
I know.
Mayo stand up for a minute.
I hate Andy Mayo.
And like that's not even a joke. For a second, I'm like, he's weaving Mayo into this Patriots thing quite a bit. I think Parcells was duped into being in that documentary because like I don't think he knew what he was getting into with that because he's only in it for 90 seconds.
Yep.
And he gets relentlessly shit on.
They shit on him before Parcells speaks. They shit on him.
It makes him look like
afterwards.
a total
Good
asshole.
point, Jeff.
It makes him look like a total
Yeah, there's really
asshole.
like there's a couple people who've shown up like a few like Dante Stallworth showed up for about 5
Need
seconds.
to hear from him.
And then, which I was actually they
They
showed
tried
up a
to run
couple
over
times,
anybody
like,
during that, right?
Yeah, they showed in Miami. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Cleveland Brown when that happened.
That's true.
But no, that was my biggest takeaway. Well, also what Justin said too is I was like, oh, this is going to be. I was like, this is kind of cool. Like, I mean, as someone who watches exclusively dog shit football, I'm like, I'm going to get to see this. The behind the scenes of this great team, and they just skipped right to the second Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's very weird that the Crafts like produce something that ignores the best run in the history of the NFL. Like that's
fucking nuts.
They were what? 34-4 those 2 years, kind of the playoffs, 14-2, 14-2.
Longest winning streak in the history of the league.
Right.
22 games.
Yeah, they won 2 Super Bowls.
It's just weird. Like, if you were to map out the way they talk about it, it starts out with like if you were under a rock for years, you would think Drew Bledsoe won 8 fucking Super Bowls.
Well, 1,000% right.
It's the Kraft spin.
I loved Bledsoe when I was a Patriots fan. Like, I liked him. He was a tough guy, good player.
What'd you think at the end? Time to make a move.
Yeah,
Throwing linebackers.
Totally. Like Drew Bledsoe was never, ever one of the 3 or 4 best quarterbacks in the league, ever. Like, he was like 7th, 8th. Like, for a couple of years, he was a good quarterback. But you're right. The way they started out, they're like, he's a future Hall of Famer. He's a rock star. I'm like, he was on that.
Which would have made you think too, right? Like they would have really dove harder into how good they were. But then when he's talking about winning the AFC title in Pittsburgh, I actually had to look up if he was the owner when they played the Packers in the Super Bowl. I'm like, wait a second, didn't they make it like 5 years earlier?
And they made the playoffs the first 2 years of Carroll. They won 10 and 9, the first 2 seasons. Like it doesn't. And they made playoffs 2 years before the Super Bowl. That year that Bledsoe was great. I mean, to be fair, they won 7 in a row.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I don't know. Who knows? I know Austin Butler's not in that documentary though. Somewhat liked it.
He is no. He is.
What is your Dune? You gave 100 to Oppenheimer.
It's not 100. It's not 100.
Is it better than the first?
I mean,
one?
I loved the first one. I understand.
Mutt calls it romance
slower.
with bugs, right, Mutt?
Romance with fun worms. Yeah.
From right. Good. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's sure. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not that wrong.
Simple.
No, I thought the second one was better than the first. It's way different. If you were bored by the first, you will not be bored by the second. It is nonstop.
Are there boring parts of the first one, Jeff? Very boring.
Say it again.
The first Dune are there very boring, slow parts?
I don't find that stuff boring. Like I don't find that boring.
Him and his mom out in the desert. Oh my god.
But I also understand if you find that, like if you found that, like that, this one is just kind of balls to the wall, start to finish. It is.
I'm in.
It's the biggest. It's like the biggest movie I've ever seen. It's kind of insane. It's going to win every technical award. But that's not this year's off. That's next year's, which you and I have to link up. We announce we're going to do a little special?
Yeah, we're doing
gambling,
betting Oscar podcast for the people out there. I have some surprise picks. I think people are going to maybe make a few dollars off this thing. Just gonna say that right now.
There's some markets you can bet with DraftKings, right? DK partner.
Obviously, DK partner. What's that?
There's some markets where you can bet the Oscars with DK, right?
Oh, if you follow Jeff on Twitter, he's laid that out. Obviously, you don't follow him.
I'm just making sure.
Okay, well, fine.
Yeah, hopefully people got in. Not every state, but Massachusetts, you can wager on the Oscars on DraftKings. There's some good value there. So I won't give anything away. We'll spoil it.
What's that?
There's actually a parody song about Jeff.
Oh, there is?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
This is exciting. By the way, do we still end the show with that guy's song or no?
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. Fly up the charts. Good one, Justin, or no?
Decent.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning. I'm excited to start my day. Check to see what's posted. Another 3-hour KMS, no way, show's rolling along. Knuckleheads even have a working stream button in the background. I can hear the Star Wars theme, I'll be the one to say it. I know we've all been thinking it and such. He's a nice guy, but Jeff D-Lo calls in way too much.
I don't agree with that.
Used to act on Trump. Drunk Frank, KV, and some guy on crack. Billboard chart guy. It's funnier than Jeff, and that's just facts. Disney burn his clothes off. I'll take challengers, jokes, and bounds, talking about his feet hurt. Like he doesn't have to lose 30 pounds.
Oh, come on.
I want to say it. I know we've all thought of it as such. He's a nice guy, but Jeff D-Lo calls in way too much.
It's not bad. Is that it or no?
Goes on for another minute.
Really? What do you think, Dave?
I like it.
Yeah?
It hits.
Good.
Give me raunchy questions or some stupid acronyms. Clemmer as Carson or that boring black ombudsman. Secretly loved the pretzel.
That's not true.
Trivia League almost went down in flames. Thinks we will like him by reciting famous people's names. I'd rather Graham Bennett. Fucking some dirty to send whore. I know his first friend. But Jeff D-Lo is a solo boy. I'll be the one to say it. I know we've all thought of it as such. He's a nice guy, but Jeff D-Lo calls in way too much. I'll be the one to say it.
Do we know who this is?
Off my back, there is
3D?
no sweat. He's a nice guy, but
Not bad.
I wish Kirk followed through on that threat.
That's the sincerest form of flattery, Jeff, honestly.
It's a great. That's also one of my favorite Springsteen songs. So.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Also, last thing, if my favorite caller should call in today, Peter King. He retired. So
that is true. We talked about that.
Wherever Peter King is, you're my favorite caller. Call.
Well, maybe we'll take a few calls later on. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you guys.
See you.
Strong pitch for Dune 2.
There's always stories you don't want to bring up. It's like Melvin the Ant died yesterday. I'm a little hungover. I'm a little drunk. I'm feeling a little fucked up. But I mean, that ant meant everything to me, and now he's gone. I don't know what to do. I miss Melvin every day. Coleman crying during that Kelly Keegs video.
Yes, Queen.
Masturbating and crying at the same
Just,
time.
oh, jeez.
We are with you.
Just punching himself in the face, crying.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand.
masturbating.
Who the fuck's Flacco? I have no idea.
I legitimately thought
No
it was
clue.
like big. I didn't know. So it's an owl in New York.
In New York, that just hangs out.
Wouldn't know.
This is the worst video of all.
Wait a minute. This is a troll job, right?
By Kelly?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. I want that proven out. I want that proven
serious.
out.
Dead serious.
I want that to be a fact.
She was tweeting out about Flacco
Oh, yeah.
multiple times before this.
I was like the
video.
Kelly.
I thought it was a long.
I was like, she's like, I just got up. It was like 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. It's unbelievable. It's like these two. You text them in the morning, but yeah, it's no. She was being dead serious. Dead serious.
Yeah, no, that changes things. Obviously, I thought it was a troll job, and I thought it was well executed. I actually would have given it credit. But.
No. She doesn't have that sense of humor. No. No.
Y'all, I just woke up, and I know I look like fucking garbage. I'm really hungover. I'm probably still drunk. I just woke up and saw that Flacco the owl has died. Okay? And I'm a really dramatic person, but I really loved Flacco. And he died in the street or something crazy. He gave horrible details.
Horrible details.
That's not mocking it. That is
no.
being
She
all
was
in.
no. She was. All
I just
in.
thought it was a good acting performance.
No. So Flacco, I understand, was an owl in New York who escaped from a zoo.
Yes.
And they were able to identify him because he had a tag, right? I think he just flew into a window like a stupid fucking owl, right?
Slammed
Just a
into
dummy.
it, yeah. Like an owl.
Maybe he killed himself. I don't know, but
Oh, I didn't see the car.
just so dumb. It's just a dumb way to die. But she wasn't alone. These people are lunatics. I saw there was they had what was that?
If only Madam Web was there. It's a plot point. Movie sucks.
Did you know you were on mic the first time you said it?
It was intended for Justin. I tried to get him to chuckle a little.
Didn't work, huh, Justin?
No.
Maybe if I saw the 6 o'clock showing, it would have hit.
Oh, that's probably true, yeah. But I saw this video. I just started laughing. I was like, what a lunatic. God bless her. What a nut job. Hungover, crying.
That's the face of the New York office, so
Whether
whether you like it or not.
Frank Fleming's a face in the New York office.
Oh, did you see his thing?
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. But when I saw that owl thing, I just started laughing. Who gives a fuck about a fucking owl dying? If an owl walked in here right now, I'd be like, if somebody wanted to shoot, I'd be like, fine. It's a fucking owl.
It's a nice looking creature.
You would freak out if an owl was in here?
I would freak out.
They talk, right?
Yeah.
They're weird looking, yeah.
Yeah, they're just freaky.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between an owl dying and somebody stepping on a fucking ant? What is the fucking difference?
Are owls smart? I don't know that.
Maybe, but who cares? What
Not
does that
this
do?
one.
Flew into a window.
He's like a genius. But what's the difference? How does that affect anybody's life? Have some perspective. Lose a parent or somebody. If you think Flacco the owl dying leads you to, you're a fucking lunatic. Just have to put makeup on and stuff though, and film it. It's very weird. She wasn't that sad. Total lunatic, but yeah, Jesus. Yeah, so Frank got kicked out of the Devils game?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wasn't?
He didn't get kicked out.
Oh,
he was spoken to.
I mean, if I was sitting near him, that is fucking annoying. Did you see this or no?
I didn't see it, no.
You see it, Dave?
I did.
You guys have it or?
Yeah, we'll bring it up.
Just brought it up. I don't understand.
Fire, Lindy! Fire, Lindy! No, you shut up! You don't want to watch something! You're trying to get me to the
Hey.
You take a six You like lose again! You Shut up, Frank! Push around!
So then they took him out back, and they were like, "You need to calm down."
Yeah. Do you think that's a bit or no?
No, I don't think it's a bit, but I think if he was like, I don't know, 500 pounds lighter, somebody would punch him in the face.
100%.
If you're sitting next to him at the game you're paying, like those are not cheap seats.
Fucking awful.
Like, shut the fuck up. You're not that worked up. No,
I think these teams should just like designate a spot for Frank, and if you want to pay the extra money to go
Was it
hang out
Jesus
with him.
Christ?
I'm just saying, you get the Frank experience. It's a win-win.
I think they should do that too.
Yeah.
I think like he should be paid
Or
by
should
the
say,
Mets.
Frank,
want him
or
there.
just say,
It's
shut the
good for
fuck
them.
up, Frank. Like,
Yeah,
watch
but
the
you should
game.
be allowed to go back and be like, "Hey, you're a fucking asshole. Shut the fuck up."
I want Tom Cruise to go to our games too. Why would I'd choose somebody else over than tons of
I mean, I
fun.
get that he's viral and everything, but like, you think most of the people there even know who he is?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
You think most of the people at the game know who he is?
Yes.
No.
He's the king of New York right now.
17,000 people at a hockey game in New Jersey. You think
In a random, not New
more
Jersey,
than
New York game.
8,500 people know who he is?
I think
that's like the
That's
perfect
like
number.
That's a Barstool brain right there. What's that?
I more so think they. Oh, Jesus Christ! Hello.
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Pussy you are.
I do think. I do think.
What the hell's wrong with you?
You freaked out
He
the
does
other day
that
doing the
every
producer
time.
show.
I'll walk in sometimes too, and he's like, "Jesus."
We're gonna get shot in here one day. Just assume it.
Where's my knife? I got a knife around here somewhere. In case anyone. But
Coleman
I do,
thinks Frank's the most famous person in America right now.
I said New York. He's up there.
Yeah, he is.
I do think that
I like Frank, but yeah.
that people might refer to him. Oh, that's the
fat
special
weird guy
who
who's
will scream throughout the thing, even though
eats
we're
his Chewy toy or something. Yeah.
Do you want this? I think it's for you.
Dude, at Met games too?
Oh, sure. I don't know. What is it? How the hell do I know?
Looks like a T-shirt or something.
Great. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. What else? Annoying me now. What do you got, Dave? Let's go in your world, Dave. What's
My
new?
world?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
No hits lately?
No, I haven't done the hits in a while.
No?
No.
More of a TikTok guy, though.
I just got over a 104-degree temperature for 3 days in a row, which
You
was
did?
probably COVID. I don't know. I didn't tell.
Okay. When was this?
I got over it on Friday.
Ah, you're good.
So
You're
I'm
you're,
fine.
you're,
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone's
we
been
haven't touched
so
each other.
sick.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. What do you got, Justin?
You see the Steve Robinson thing
What? I mean, there could be a lot of things.
where he went into the
yes, I
Maine
watched.
Senate.
Yes, I did watch that. He gave his speech.
Well, he tried to.
Yes, right. Well, yeah.
I figured my experience might be useful to lawmakers as they make a decision about this bill. Beginning in August of last year, there was a memo that was leaked from the Department of Homeland Security, and it was actually a picture someone took of an email, and that email indicated that there were over 800 properties in the United States that had been purchased by individuals or entities aligned with Asian transnational criminal organizations, Chinese mafia. What caught
I
my
got
eye
the
in the memo-
full. You'll like this. I got the full the other day, behind the scenes, how Tangway constructed that episode.
Oh, I
talked
love
to him
that.
the
I
other day.
love
Yeah,
that.
he was so proud of himself.
That's my type of radio. Right
So
there.
proud.
I fucking
He
love
filled
that
in for
shit.
Dan Ray, right?
He did
On BZ?
Oh, I heard about the whole thing.
The Beatles or Taylor Swift. I could go on that. I could talk on that for
Is that what he did?
5 fucking
Is that what he
hours.
did?
Yeah,
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
Good for Gary.
he was trying out for some role. He read me his lines. He was going in, so he read the bio. Yeah,
You sound good?
sounded great. He seems very happy. Like he seems totally content. Like I think I will say this: if Dan Ray retired,
Great gig.
but it sounds like they're going to be like, we're just going to do news. We're not going to do a show.
That would get some. That's probably the only thing left that will get backlash. They expect like live and local on BZ.
But they would do live and local news. I'm saying, I think.
But not in talk show format. Not
Yeah, like that specific talk
no
show.
other.
Sorry.
No other time slot that day is talk show, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Dan Ray's going to be 3,000 years old now.
Yeah, he should not be still doing
Is he bad?
that. I'm not gonna say he's bad. I just think he's kind of boring.
You're listening to this.
No, I just know of him, and yeah,
Did you go to the last Mabby thing from a couple weeks ago? People told me it was dreadful.
I just saw that it was dreadful.
Yeah.
Someone I know went to his show and just said it was a disaster.
It's a bad show. It's a bad.
Not a lot of work
Was a
with it.
diehard listener to the show. Didn't know what he was talking about. Nonsensical. Not funny at all. Like the best part was him like putting tweets up and reacting to him a little bit, but the show itself.
He could be a fucking hero. That his program or that he left
It's true.
is fucking horrific.
Is anybody listening to it or no?
I'm sure it gets ratings, but the producers are the hosts of the show, and it's awful.
Oh, is it
and
really
he should
bad?
just rip it to shreds.
When I listen,
in front of a live audience.
Billy's just like there, just reading.
You listen to the show?
Occasionally I'm flipping around in the morning, yeah.
What else is he doing?
What are you
I
doing
keep
all
what's
day?
going on. I got to see what's going on the radio.
Why?
EEI.
It's still a preset. Because
I'm just out here begging to work with Mutt. and
Why do
he's
you have to
just sitting
keep?
back
Why do you have to
doing-
keep up with what's going on Kiss 108?
I like it when I like to hear what's
We have
going on.
never
that
had
show.
a second discussion about Kiss 108. You and I.
Okay, well, it's one of my 5 or 6 presets, so
No,
it's in the rotation when I'm driving somewhere in the morning. Not every day, but it's in there.
I spoke to somebody in the radio business, fairly high up,
Really?
who said that Fred and Hardy's not working.
Oh, wow, you can't hear it.
This
Is that your take?
This is
That's
Dave's
my take for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I like
You had
Hardy.
the same take.
Yeah,
You had the same take.
I like Hardy, but I don't know. I will say this. I'll make this prediction. Doesn't even pay me to say anymore because whatever. Greg Hill will beat them in the book in 2024.
Ooh. Okay.
That bothers Mutt, but it's true.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. But I think just because it's just not the show that people listen to.
Right. Just doesn't sound right.
It's very
Seems unlikely. Bruins and Celtics playoff run. Red Sox non-factor. Then Patriots no
Red
shot.
Sox don't.
No shot.
Didn't matter to us when the Red Sox were bad. Like it doesn't.
When the extra cum they will get on that station from Bruins and a Celtics championship run, that is 2.5 months
Okay.
of 20s in the morning.
They'll be in them in the fall.
Did you see that radio
And the
insider said
Patriots?
Beasley's
Gotcha.
next?
Okay.
Did you see
What's
that?
that?
Did you see that radio insider said Beasley's
Sure,
next?
they're losing money. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're doing good ratings or bad ratings. It helps, but like they're losing money. Like
Yeah, I did.
20 ratings. You're not going to make money in radio in 2024.
You mentioned Chad Finn. He had a note about the people that might be a third man in the midday show with
I didn't see this.
with Zoe and Beetle.
Yeah.
How like Michael Holly's a real candidate or Phil Perry. They're not paying
No.
someone if they don't have the money to do it. It's going to be like a half-time, part-time, full-time job. It's going to be Kendra Middleton or somebody. It's silly
which
to think
show?
to replace Hardy in the midday.
Oh,
like
no.
Phil Perry's
They're
been in, Michael Holly's been in.
No, they would hire like a 22-year-old.
Totally agree.
Or you.
Again, I was not offered the job.
Would you accept that job if offered third man in that show? $60,000 a year.
I'd strongly consider it. Yes.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Yeah. Midday hours. I still do the gambling stuff on the
You've
side.
been very
Yes,
successful
yes,
in
yes,
midday in
yes.
the past. There's
I have been.
There's that.
That first book, I remember Jeff Brown telling us, no, we've never had a midday show skyrocket like this. Then
So you would do that for
After
$60,000. That to me is a good hire for them. With those guys.
third guy,
Yeah,
just
but
for
I think
production.
Hardy did production as well. I think they'll do a combo, right? Like whoever's the voice has to do some production
Listen,
stuff.
I think you saw the video skills I had this weekend.
That's true. I thought it was one
edited that.
take.
Yes,
I did think it was
Fucking
one take.
Line on the bottom.
It's good.
The last
That
week, I
mouse
saw
in there.
Greg was down like 3 points.
Yeah, I the weekly. I saw longer than that, but the 10 o'clock on is
It was a
still.
bloodbath. I'm not saying that. The station's dead, but I'm just saying like
And if they're going to make a change, I was saying this day when you were walking up, it'll happen the next 4 or 5 weeks. I've heard nothing. They're going to make
Where?
a change. EI. If they're going to make any sort of move,
it's over. They're
This
not-
is this 5-week span in March. This is where I replaced Dale. I was kicked. Like this is where this stuff happens. This 4 or 5 weeks before the Red Sox season, if it's going to happen.
They're not going to do anything. What are they going to do? They're going to fucking hire who?
I don't. Again, Rich Shirtley's still out there.
They're not gonna
Potentially,
spend money to hire.
they like Rich
What
Keefe a
is he-
lot.
what is
I can
he-
see Rich moving afternoons in some way, shape, or form.
What is Richard Lee doing?
Sitting on the sidelines. He got a website that says coming soon.
What do you?
It's a good looking website.
Not even a
Yeah.
newsletter on Fridays.
You have no
Can't even do that.
no updates.
I have no updates. No.
Or you seem like you're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
What are you hiding? What are you
I'm not hiding anything. It's
What do you
just
actually, do you actually know something? Or
No,
not?
I don't.
Oh,
I just
okay.
like to act it like I do.
Yeah. All right. All right. What else, guys?
Did you watch the SAG Awards?
I watched some of the SAG Awards on Netflix. Yes, it was dreadful. They had like a weird guy doing the interviews. Did you watch any
I
of
didn't
this?
see it. No.
I don't know who it was. It's some guy doing interviews in between. It was deadly. It was terrible. Terrible. But it was good. It was on Netflix. No commercials. So it was fine. No surprises, really. Oppenheimer won. So, I mean, yeah.
It was a good film. Finally saw it.
Great movie.
It's good.
Great. What else, Coleman?
Better than Dune.
Did you see this?
It is definitely better than Dune.
Fox News talking about the Trump sneakers. It was just
Even the
tough.
sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So
brutal.
Jesus.
Rumble crowd's not going to like
Did you hear Trump had a funny quote about
Yeah. What was he saying? Are you supporting President Trump, Dave, or no?
Probably.
That's a big endorsement.
Yeah, probably.
These lights are so bright in my eyes that I can't see too many people out there. But I can only see the black ones. I can't see any white ones. You see? That's how far I've come. That's how far I've come.
I mean, that's funny. Like, what are we doing?
That's a long way, isn't it?
Like, why would Dave say he wouldn't interview Trump again? Like, who gives a fuck now in today's world? Like, just do it.
I actually also think, like, I'm telling you, like, for the next generation, they think he's funny.
Right.
Like, they don't, the Barstool people aren't going to be as insensitive this time. If they're, who cares? Like, it's not going to, you're going to have S. It's not during the George Floyd thing.
No.
So it doesn't matter. If Donald Trump called Dave and said, I want to do a pizza review, that's probably the better question. Would he do that?
Didn't sound like he would do it.
No, and I wouldn't do that if I were him. Because then
If you were Dave?
that like bogs it down a little bit. That's like, yeah.
You would do a pizza review with Donald Trump?
I don't think so.
Well, Dave point, he said he wanted to do it with both. Do it with Biden and Trump. That'd be
if
good.
Biden would do it, then yes, sure.
Okay, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I just mean do like regular interview style content like he did before and then disperse. Yeah.
It's hardly the interview.
We're about due for another George Floyd incident.
Okay, well, I don't think we need to really.
And Justin's back.
Great, Justin. Fantastic.
Every couple of years,
I don't think we need that. BetterHelp.com /Kirk1010. Go online. Get matched with the right therapist. It's different than traditional therapy, but it's still the same at its core. You talk about your experiences, talk things out, figure out what's wrong, what's going on in your life. Both these guys could. You're not going to therapy, are you?
I could use it, but no, I'm not going.
You could really use it.
I absolutely could. Yes.
I can, if you'd like, I can diagnose you right now.
It's not stuff I want to get into, but go. Let's see. Get a diagnosis. Go ahead.
You're very nice parents.
Okay.
Hold on.
I like where this is going.
Okay. Yeah.
You're more of a mama's boy, and you are sort of still searching for your dad's approval a little bit.
No.
Yes. No. 1,000% yes.
I have a lot of stuff going on.
Detective determined that was a lie.
I think you have that has been a theme for you.
No, I was not a
and
mama's
you then
boy.
Project
not mama's boy at all.
The
father part is
approval
right.
part you project on other people.
Correct, but the mama's thing is no.
My dad is embarrassed right now that I've been out of work for a year. He's embarrassed. So there's nothing I can't make. If I go back to radio,
I just lay it out right there.
I just
lay it out
for his approval.
He's supportive. He will email me after I write these Substacks on Friday. Thank you, Friday 4-pack.
what a
Subscribe
sad
for free.
Embarrassed of work in general or work
No, I think
in sports
he's like,
media?
what,
He doesn't call you?
Because he's old. Like he thinks I have like a full time job somewhere.
You
Like,
should.
No, it's a different world now.
Instead, he's making
definitely
Super Bowl
different.
Sundays.
Okay, you can have.
Thank you.
How about a job?
Self-employed. I do have a job.
If I go to
Two
eat-
guys
I'm
who
an
don't even
MC.
work.
I'm a
Don't even
host.
work. It's
I'm a
unbelievable.
newsletter. I don't know.
Why does your dad call
Producer?
you after reading and say, "Hey, great job, son"?
He emails me. He'll email
He doesn't
through the
want to talk to you?
Substack. He'll call me occasionally.
Strangest thing
What does your mom say
I've
about
ever
it?
heard of.
She's very supportive of it.
Do you think any chance your
Also
mom?
very
Any chance your mom
impressed.
reads it?
She pages you.
Yeah, she's on that pager. Yeah. I think my mom gets through the entire thing.
You should watch that whole video. The fucking the horse
I
thing.
don't think they watch the horse video. They don't. Thankfully, not on the social media.
His problems are more personal. Like it's just he has self-doubt in himself. He doesn't like to put himself out there when he should. He should just go all the way in.
He's a very
put the chips in.
Again,
That's what I did
BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. You can have this conversation right there with a therapist. Like, yeah. So if I was a
I
therapist,
went on stage at a live show and just danced around. I'm okay.
It's
putting
just
myself out
one-offs.
there.
I'm talking
let's
about
not
like
let's not make it out like you're a fucking big star. Take it easy.
Better
I'm
dancer
saying-
than you.
Well,
Fact.
okay. Well, there you go. But anyway, if I was sitting down with the therapist and I said, "What's your issue? What's your core issue?" What would you say? Other than the alcoholism, which is a real issue, of course.
There's a little bit of a lack of purpose right now on a daily basis. There's some will not will to live, but there's
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, what?
I won't say that. We're just talking about this on Saturday.
See, the difference with BetterHelp is BetterHelp. This therapist will slug through
I
this
miss
thing.
the
A traditional
I miss
therapist
teamwork.
will
Teamwork.
just walk out during this thing.
This is why I love doing this show, because for a little while you feel like you're part of a team. I miss feeling
now
like
you're
part of a
depressing me.
team.
Oh, no.
I miss that.
Oh, no.
Even EEI was not really a team, but there was sort of a common goal. There was. I miss working together.
I actually think Kirk, Callahan, Curtis, Ken, Jerry, you
was fucking awesome.
Was a team. I
Yes.
feel like that was a team. I feel like this is a
And
team.
you were fighting against something. It was when I'm grinding.
This is a team,
It took
yeah.
me 3.5 hours to that video, and you're by yourself doing it. And I miss the teamwork. Like if I had like a friend who was good at video, who I could reach out to and do some things potentially.
This is so depressing.
What is this?
You okay?
I know what he means. He likes camaraderie. He likes that. He likes that.
Yeah, you
rah-rah.
like
You coach for
like Portland. You'll have a good time. You'll hang out.
That's Easter weekend.
You're still going.
See.
No, you're going to that.
Well, I don't know. I got a text from someone.
Oh, it's going to be like that with the star
Text
player.
from who?
one.
From you. We have to address that.
What?
At some point.
Go ahead now. What?
Privately.
What do you mean? Text from who?
I'm going that Saturday, but I can't stay over. I'm not.
Who cares?
staying.
I don't care.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
No sleepover?
No,
What do you think? Go have Easter breakfast with me or something? What are you talking
I would have
about?
enjoyed that, but I can't.
Who texted you?
Go to a church in the morning. Oh, Coleman asked if I need a hotel room. I told him I did not.
What do I care? Just leave after the show.
Okay,
It's a fucking 2-hour drive.
He's sensitive. Calm down.
What?
He's sensitive right now. Calm
Why are you yelling at me?
He has no will to live.
You're not part of the team. You're not part of the team.
I'm committed to going.
You're not part of the team.
You're not part of the boys.
You're off the team.
Holy Saturday. I am not. I'm making my trip up there. Yes.
Yeah, after the UConn game.
What if the UConn game is Saturday night?
You have to watch it from a bar there.
What if it's during your show? We have it on at the show.
Yeah, you'll find a way to watch it. You're a degenerate. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Find your purpose, like Mike Manantz has.
Yes. Find your purpose.
What else?
You see that you were right over the past week with in regards to Chicago.
Chicago.
Dan comes in and everyone's watching Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah, I don't. And I got a couple of messages. People were like, don't, which I like because I never get this when I go after somebody. People are like, you fucking leave KB alone.
Oh, a lot of that, yeah.
I love KB. Was I tough on him? I missed it.
No, I think they were just like, you're ruining the vibe of the yak.
Oh, probably so.
That
You're
was
right.
funny.
Yeah, which I
That
get.
was
Like
funny.
if people want to watch,
hanging.
if you want to watch people like just be nice to each other, those people definitely don't want me on their show. I completely understand that. And I love KB. He's a good guy. Get along great. So, yeah. But yeah, what are they doing there today? They're doing the
Third combine. Yeah.
Clemmer's there, right?
Is he?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
feel like they do a combine related thing like once a week.
Isn't that game that you
back
did
in the
kind of
day.
like a combine thing?
The thing with the yak
Yeah.
challenge, I guess. But I think they're doing like they're emulating the NFL combine, right?
Yeah, remember they used to do that like in old Barstool
Yes.
days, and it was just the
Dave
biggest
sprinting was fun.
Right, it was the biggest deal. Now it's like that's like a normal Tuesday. It feels like.
I do feel like I probably was too easy on Klemmer. I feel like that's not that tough. 100-hour challenge.
No, but it's decent content for for Klemmer.
The problem is he like if he had to guess when the 100 hours is
right,
that would be like so much more compelling.
And
the
a
idea-
punishment for if he's off by a certain amount of hours.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Like, what's the punishment? Like nothing. Just humiliation of not doing it.
It's just
I guess
chilling
like,
in your room and like reading the baseball section.
It's basically like the
Sounds
first
awesome.
20 years of Klemmer's life.
Yeah, it's Klemmer's whole life. He doesn't have any kids. Like, it's not like I don't know. I'm not sure I'm feeling it.
Why
Is it this Friday?
Why is fucking
Everything
everything
have to be a challenge?
fucking challenge or competition?
Well, as always, Klemmer is always late to the game. You know that.
No, but
So-
Do you hear him try to say
no,
he
every
had
world
this
is now. This is
before
all we're
like
doing.
anything
I
else
totally
too?
agree.
you mean like the free throw thing?
That was at least a good tied in with the sponsor idea. So
Jerry's
I totally
thing?
get that. Jerry's thing.
So what else?
I just feel like everything kind of is that.
There's a lot of this
Right.
now.
I don't know. I'm
Back to
sorry. I
one
can't
man.
cite him, but
What?
It all comes back to one man, Mr. Beast.
I'm just gonna
That's
say.
true. Time Magazine. He was on the cover of Time Magazine. Kate and I were traveling. And Kate's like, "What is this? Is this a Mr. Beast magazine?" I'm like, "No, it's Time Magazine." He's on the cover, and the cover says the most watched person in the world, and that is true.
yeah.
By a lot.
That is true. And she said, once again, she said he looked like you.
Oh shit.
Yes,
Yeah, I get that a lot.
it's true.
Coleman looks like Shane Gillis, right?
Huh?
He looks like Shane Gillis, Coleman. He could pass for Shane
I'll just go
Gillis.
fuck myself. All right.
Yeah, if Shane Gillis was allergic to bees and got stung by one, I don't know. Maybe.
I guess that fits in like the deformed.
almost like a
camp.
fatter Shane Gillis. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
I should reach out to him. There's got to be like a body double thing available, right? I get that too much. I have to be really close to
If he
him.
dies, you just take over.
Just
Right,
go
just
to
almost
do the like Spider-Man at kids' birthday parties.
They should
Show
do
up as
a
Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Beast should have a Mr. Beast lookalike challenge.
Right.
You win that.
But it's like you have to stay in the house or whatever.
Yeah, for how many hours or whatever.
Yeah, you're in a supermarket for a year or something was one of them.
Is his candy bar a hit? Do we know the new Mr. Beast chocolate bar?
I'm sure it is.
Lauren Compton seems to think so. She got sent some. Yeah.
Is that oh, okay, yeah. Mike's would be chomping on that thing like a loser.
These are great.
This is quite good. This is really good. Well, let's see.
What's next, Lauren?
Everything Mike's gonna be a quip on this thing too. It's just gonna. It's a bad. Hopefully he kills it, but I just feel like that's a bad matchup. I'm worried about Mike's energy versus her
I'm just
energy.
picturing him like going in like 30 minutes and he's listening to this live right now.
Yeah.
Like freaking out.
I think it's not Mike's fault.
No, Mike's
it's
gonna be
just
funny.
it's going
He
to be the
should be doing
atmosphere.
this, yes.
I think I could see she's gonna walk in, she's gonna get a big hug, she's gonna be like yelling, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah. One of you guys should have went with him. Why didn't you do that?
"What the hell am I going with him for?"
I thought you were going to go. You said
Okay, that's
or
you
said
offered to go.
Justin or something. I don't know.
Well,
Just
Alba's going, I think.
yeah, but she's not going to sit in that studio with him probably.
Why not?
Gonna make her wait in the car like the stage 5 guy.
Oh, you know what I mean. Like Justin being there, he knows it's kind of like a show, and I don't know.
I'd come in, I go, it's Michael.
Yeah, what do you think Alba's gonna do? She doesn't know it's a show?
Yeah, but it's
Ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, I guess you're right. Whatever.
Mike's gonna go in there. He's right. He's gonna have the canes, have his jacket on, his hat. He's just gonna sit there like, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, again, it's not his fault. It's just a bad.
It's the atmosphere.
I mean, by the way, maybe it'll be great. I don't know.
Mike, do you eat pussy? I do.
Right? Yeah. What When's it available to us?
We don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
She has to ask what he had for dinner last night.
That's
She has
true.
to ask that.
That's true. All right. We'll take calls for 10 minutes.
Can I ask one other show-related question?
Oh, good. Yeah, maybe we'll have to take calls. Hold on. Don't put the number up yet.
The
Maybe we'll
Coleman
take
quitting. Did he really quit for a little bit?
He did.
No, I didn't quit.
So why did people think you quit? Just the Twitter thing?
Yeah, because I just couldn't tweet.
What happened?
Sounds stupid.
Just say, like, I don't know. It's Menner's trying to stir up bullshit because he has nothing going on. That's basically
Well,
it.
he claimed he had sources saying you quit. So
Yeah,
he
texted me.
Were you telling people you were going to quit?
No, I didn't.
There's a million people at
Not in
this
the
com. There's
slightest.
a million people at this combine thing.
I think
Francis.
they should do more. I know it sounds.
Dana, White Sox, Dave, Tommy, Marty, Chief, Rico. It's good that Marty got invited for that. Rico, KFC, Rudy, Big Cat, Klemmer, Titus, Che, PFT, Hank, Fights, KB, Mincy, Big T, Brandon, Chaps, Billy. Oh, so obviously a lot of Chicago people. Oh, good. Hopefully they have a good time. But no, I did not think that was ever real.
It's just weird that he was saying, like, I have sources saying he quit.
It's Menner's.
Yeah, I don't even want to, like.
Okay.
If you believe the sources, hop on the show with him then.
I'm sorry. I didn't believe the source. I didn't want to believe it. I saw your Twitter account right away.
That feels that whole network thing feels very forced right now.
Yes.
Very fake. Like saying that we should talk. Like, what are you doing?
I've seen this before.
Yeah, like just
the fall of Rome's knee.
Yes, just don't do it. Like, don't do it if you don't want. Like, I believe me. I don't, if the network's not there, nobody cares. Whatever.
Glenn might care.
Glenn might care. But like, I like them, have a good time. But like, if you're expecting us to spend 40% of the show talking about you, I can tell you that's never going to happen. I don't care enough. There's not enough good shows on. People are bailing on that network left and right. Though
There's also no humor to it.
With Menners.
Well, just like the network in general. Like there's nothing like funny happening.
I agree. No, there's no right. Everyone's very serious and like territorial. I think the Mount Rushmore guys are like have a sense of humor.
Rundown guys are funny. No?
Yeah, yes, but they take things very seriously. Like they were super sensitive, the two of them, about Justin. The episode I listened to. Although the guy Sheldon who usually stinks was good on Mayo. He was killing Mayo, which I did appreciate. But is that 6% of the show we talked about the network? 18%? I don't know.
It's not enough.
Not enough. No, we need to talk more about the net. We need to talk more about. There's no shows on there.
Well, just imagine you came in and were like, "Hey, let's recap the best moments of this show." Someone recapping the best moments. It's like just becomes so incestual.
Nothing will ever be great thinkers, will it?
No, it never will. Again, if it's very good, like the David from Hull thing was on the network, we'll talk about it.
Great program.
But like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, geez, what a great episode the other night of whatever. I don't even know. Robbie V. Like, I just don't, nobody's watching it.
Robbie V's a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, Steve from Gloucester's dead. He's dead. He's died. Like
He
just
likes a tweet occasionally, but he is not
gone.
involved at all.
He's gone.
Called me at 4:50 in the morning.
Was that by mistake or no?
He was saying he's like, I'm doing some program that's merging my contacts and everything, and it accidentally called you. Like, that doesn't happen.
I will say these network shows are bailing left and right. I mean, I don't know what that says about the guy in charge, but they better get their shit together. Jesus.
And I've been sitting on it, and it has probably been the hardest thing I've ever had to sit
Coleman's the only guy left who likes the network. Watches every show. No?
It's fallen off. There's nothing. They need something that's not, like you said, something that's not a recap show. Like,
Yeah,
it needs to be something
they used
new.
to have good, but you know.
The drips. I want the drips in the office. I think that would be kind of good.
That would be good, but again, they're just gonna talk about the show, which is fine. Like Mike and the fans, good show. Mount Kirkman, good show. KMS Rundown, good shows. The 3 good network shows. The rest of them right now, I feel like they're just lost at sea.
I think the M&M boys could run it if they actually did a show together.
Who's that?
Montante Mick.
What did Mick do this weekend? He did a challenge.
Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you? I didn't watch it. Did you?
I just
went it a couple times, and I was like one of a handful of viewers and said, I'm going out.
I don't want anyone to see I was kind of scared too.
I did say, Mick's going to see me. I'm glad.
Are you
he
and
did
Mick okay?
Me, Mick?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Wasn't there an issue though, or no?
In his world, yeah.
Okay.
Me and Mick have never been
Lick
stronger.
my twat.
What? Why is that between you and Mick? Why is
I'm just a big Mick guy now. I don't know why.
Because of that?
I don't know why, but I'm just
What
a
was
big
that
Mick
appealing
guy.
to, though? Like, what was that this weekend? That was to, like,
Go viral.
Dave said he liked Mick, so now he wants to get noticed that he's doing these challenges like
that's
everybody
good
else.
passive aggressive move right there, Dave. I like that.
I'm just asking the question.
No, yeah, sure.
Do we ask questions around here?
Absolutely. No, I don't object. It feels like, I think to your earlier point, like everyone's doing a challenge.
Yes. Right.
I think, like, let's do a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, Mutt should do a challenge.
What's a good Mutt challenge?
Get a job.
That's a good challenge.
Pass a breathalyzer.
You can do that. You can do that. Oh, and fuck, I won't say his name on the air, but the guy who DM'd you, Coleman, I don't shoot two-handed. I have a great shot.
I don't know. Source is
Bullshit.
saying.
Well, I'm fine to prove
I've seen you shoot hoops
on video.
before. Where did I see you shoot hoops before?
Spring training. Me, you, Ian Brown, and Bradford when you played, right?
No.
I played with those two down in spring training one year.
I feel like I saw you shoot hoops once. Maybe I'm just completely making
I feel
that
like
up.
you're a big pass first guy.
I was a point guard. I scored 22 varsity points. What do you want to say?
Mutt cannot. Mutt shoots.
Fuck you. I'm not shooting 90% like you shoot for the free throw line.
One of those.
I'll give you credit. Like you say this shit and then you back it up on the challenges. On the athletics. No, it's
not this. Well,
you have said the free throw thing forever, and then you went out and proved it. Which
I ain't shot free throws in 30 years. Really.
Did your arm hurt the next day?
This right here.
Yeah, my bicep. They were shooting around for a couple hours.
It's different muscles, like different than running muscles. So like, I was sore for a day or two in certain parts, but I wasn't invited to do the combine today. Sadly, I was very happy not to.
Did you like the South? A couple days down south.
Yes, very nice. Yeah, beautiful.
You like those tours though? I feel like
some. I mean, it depends. A couple of tour guides were too on, but they were very nice. It was good. It's interesting. The one thing about college is now the money is just crazy.
Oh yeah.
They're just building all day. So, I mean, no, it was good. Great. It was fun to be able to do that. Kate's great. It was very fun to, you guys will see. It's fun to be able to do those tours. I mean, it's just crazy.
Did you ask any questions?
I did not. Nobody. I don't think anybody asked any questions at all. Any of them. Nobody. They want to get it over with. But the South is pretty great. I have to say the South is I'm with my man Jersey Jerry, though, who claims that turbulence is higher because of COVID. Because a lot of pilots quit.
Yeah, because the bad pilots
are worse
now. Yeah.
I had terrible turbulence on my flight down, and I'm a terrible flyer. And I'm like, Jersey Jerry's exactly right. Every time I'm on the plane, there's bad turbulence. I've not had a smooth flight in like 5 years. What the fuck? Why is it? Why is there no turbulence plane in this world now?
Don't know.
I don't even get it. You awake, Cullinane?
That's just a great question, I guess. I don't know. Shut up. I'm not a flyer myself.
Idiot. You're not a flyer?
I just don't like it that much. No.
I get
the whole process.
I've said every time, the minute I get on the plane, the minute it lands, I think it's going to crash the whole time. So when any turbulence, I'm like, here we go.
So you can't just sleep and shut it down. You're just thinking of that.
No, I've seen you sleep on the plane. There's proof of that photograph.
Yeah, Mike Adams, grow up, you fuck.
That mouth wide open though.
I was asleep on the. That's how unfortunately, I deviated septum. I sleep with my mouth open.
Where were you going?
Super Bowl, maybe. Must have been a Super Bowl.
That was a St. Louis. Were you in St. Louis? For the World
maybe
Series?
St. Louis for the World Series.
Were you there for that?
We did shows together.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that was a weekend. Jesus, Dino. That's right.
You ran, was it a half marathon or a marathon?
We ran a half marathon that morning and did the show with you.
Yeah.
That was one where Dino was blasted on the air with Jerry, remember?
Absolutely.
That was after.
We had that Middlebrooks play. We talked about it for like 4 hours.
That's what it was. That weird play at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I think me and Zarbana watched the Patriots.
Yeah, we went and found the Patriots
bar
game.
or something.
Yeah.
Jesus, crazy. Wow. 10 years ago. Ugh.
Long time ago.
What else, guys?
Did you see any movies when you were on the tour? I know you mentioned that you.
No, we were just driving like crazy. No.
I saw One Love.
How was it?
Pretty good. Actually, the only problem with it is that he just doesn't look like Bob Marley. Like the main guy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, great movie. I thought it was
great movie.
Yeah, I give it like a 6.5.
It's not a great
out
movie.
of what?
Out of 10.
That's a great movie.
65.
Well, like it's
the
worth
fuck
seeing.
are you talking
it's
about?
Worth seeing. Like it's.
How's that a great movie? You give it a 65. You ever a 65?
Did I say it was an amazing movie? Did I say
You said it was a
perfect-
great movie.
Yeah, great movie. Like
pretty
it was a
strong.
great movie.
When you were in school and you wrote a paper, you did a paper, you got a 65. You're like,
that never.
It never wrote great.
I didn't say great.
Great.
No,
That never happened.
65. You just gave it out of 100.
Yeah,
But you said it was great.
yeah. There's a lot of bad movies. Madam Web was horrible.
That's a different conversation.
All right, yeah. It's
That
like
was
great
horrible. It
movie.
was like a 4.8.
That's crazy.
What do you consider a great movie?
Oppenheimer.
Okay, what do you give that?
Or well, I'd say that's an awesome movie.
Oh, wait a second. We need the Coleman scale
Okay,
of movies.
what's-
Great, awesome.
What's higher than that? What's the greatest movie of all time? I'm not counting like, whatever.
Yeah, I mean I'm partial to Goodfellas, so that's like top up there for me.
Okay. What is that?
Honestly, Oppenheimer is
rad.
up there.
Is that a 10?
Yes,
It's a 10, okay.
both of those. 10.
You saw a Bob Marley movie this weekend?
Did yeah.
With who?
Friday night with Sam and Kyle.
Were you late?
You guys went to the Bob Marley movie together on a Friday night?
Yeah, we had nothing to do. It was
Where'd you see it?
High as shit went to the movies.
The Showcase Superlux
Which one's that?
in Chestnut Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you say, man?
He got high as hell.
We got high and went to see it.
Well, Sam was.
Sam was
I
high?
had a glass of wine in there.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
Bless you.
Yeah.
How Dickens of you.
Jesus Christ.
What? It's lovely.
Anything else, boys, or no?
I have this one sound of Klemmer talking about like what he does before he goes to sleep at night.
Okay. I first of all, because we were talking about this, I think Klemmer's going to do this easily.
Well, that's the thing.
I don't think it's a work. I don't think it's a lot of.
Well,
I don't see the challenge.
Sounds like a vacation.
Also, like apparently, according to this sleep routine, he takes a 25 milligram gummy and he drinks like 2 ciders.
Yeah, he can't do that during that. That's ridiculous.
They should have him detox during this.
Yes,
the fact that he's able to drink.
Great idea.
Yeah, but I don't think he's not dependent on that stuff, is he? He just does it. So I don't think it's gonna he's not gonna be.
But he was saying he does it every night before bed.
I don't know. I mean,
that'd be interesting.
Well, somebody just quote tweeted the 6/16/13. Mike Manansky. Morning with the little guy. Afternoon golfing with the hardest working man I know, my dad. Hope you had a great Father's Day.
It's a good tweet.
That's a great tweet.
That's
hardest
a great tweet.
working man he knows. See, that's
great tweet.
But that's you think your dad's a really hard worker.
He was yes,
as was
exceptionally
mine.
hard
So
worker.
you feel like because you don't have a job, you're disappointing him a little bit.
Oh, I know I'm disappointing.
And that
He has
bothers
not
you.
said it, but I can see it in the way he acts around me. Yes.
Emails it.
What do you mean? Does he spit on you? What do you mean?
You need money? No, I'm good. We're good, Dad. We're good.
Can't do that. That's not nice. Oh.
What?
It's just funny.
Why are you laughing at that?
It's a great passive aggressive move by your dad.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do
Dan,
that.
right?
Dan, yes.
Dan the man.
Yes.
I'm a Dan guy. You know that.
You are. An Uncle Joe guy and a Dan guy, yes.
And I love
And
him.
an Ellen guy, yeah.
And your brother.
Great.
Your brother works, right?
Is it a time? Isn't the show?
I'm just no man. He has a job, doesn't he?
Mutstack.com. Subscribe for free.
Go subscribe.
Thank you.
He's a booze supplier, I thought.
He does. He works for Sparkling Ice. He does the flavored water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
He's a hard worker.
He's a very hard worker.
Yeah, has a job.
Don't you
Contributing to
think
society.
you'd get more opportunities if you were more visible as a human being?
No,
because you're a content guy. You
What do
want to
want
work
to be on
in
that
content.
thing in Las Vegas, like the Sphere or something? What do
Hey,
you want him to do?
What are you talking about?
I said last
More
time I was here, I
visible.
admitted to Justin, I'm trying to be better on Twitter. And I think I think that video yesterday gave me some
Yeah, but
confidence.
you should do 7 of those videos a day.
But
Yeah, I don't want to follow the Cullinane TikTok.
No,
Do your own thing, man.
Yeah, but you're
That's
not
fine.
No,
Great.
I'm not trying to shit on you. Like you're good and you can talk.
Here's
sport.
what happened in Boston today. So it's
Numbies though.
Just trying to help him.
I
man.
get-
The guy
I-
Thanks to
it's
make
not
money
for-
on those stupid videos.
You're fake.
Yeah, wait, not
radio-
anymore though, right?
Yes, I'm making money on those.
Oh, good.
What's fake radio voice is almost as bad as his fake
Better,
radio
actually.
voice.
Oh, that's us hyper analyzing shit. That was a perfectly fine video. It was tone.
But you
everything
should
else.
do. I don't disagree with Dave, though. Dave thinks it should be like 7 a day. But like if something's interesting to you, like you're interested in the subject, you should just jump on and do 90 seconds. I'm fine with that.
No,
I
but
don't
7 a
disagree.
day because it's the
But-
equivalent
but-
of doing like an hour podcast.
But,
Nobody wants to
but
listen to that
I think there's
anymore.
white noise if they stink, though. But I do a podcast.
No, it's white noise to do.
Nobody wants to
60
listen to this podcast?
No, this is different. You
How dare
built
you
up
say
a
that?
different world. But I'm saying
That's what
nobody
you
wants.
just said.
You think people want to listen to an hour-long sports podcast nowadays? They have their set and that's it. They're dialed in.
I agree with that. But my point is like he shouldn't do 7 a day if he doesn't care about 7. His 4 things. And
Oh no, if he doesn't care about it, but he has 3 things he could do.
The Major League Baseball pants are crazy. Look at all
No,
these dicks everywhere.
no,
No,
no.
this-
Even like media
So
stuff.
if you had a 4-hour radio, you would take a 4-hour radio show job in a heartbeat right now. What
like
the fuck would
60
you talk?
grand work with
Yeah, but what would you
memorabilia.
talk about? You're acting like you don't care about anything on a daily
But
basis.
you have other people you're talking to. You're not just talking by yourself. It's a
Okay,
different
let's say it was a
different
solo.
format.
Let's say you're afternoon. They don't want to hire anyone but a producer. You were by yourself at night.
You
I don't
also
even
be
know what you're
taking
talking
phone
about.
calls and getting reaction. It's a different.
About the topics that you tell people to talk about.
Sure, that's absolutely right. Yes.
I gotta imagine there's 3 stories today that you would like to talk about. I don't know. That sounds.
Oh, this horse thing. There's a lot of.
No, but you would have liked to talk about the Patriot documentary.
I'm writing
on-
about it every week.
No, but nobody's
They are reading.
That's just not volume in today's world.
Do you
Like,
need some money or no? What I'm saying is like, but on the radio, you'd have liked to have done a show on that documentary.
And shit on the crafts because no one else. is willing
Yes,
to
that's
do
what I'm
it yet.
saying.
Yeah.
So how
That's
is
what
that-
I'm
So
saying.
you can't do 60 seconds on that?
Of course you can.
And then you're getting comments on it, and then the comments might drive you to do another video. Who fucking knows?
Or drive them to the Mut stack. Right. That's not
Which happened
unreasonable.
yesterday. Yeah, it was excellent.
Yeah. Well, okay. But that was all right. I give up. I don't know why am I? Why?
No, a guy's doing 5 videos a day in a fucking
appreciate
baby
your
voice
input.
talking to a dog. Like you like sports. Why don't you have 3 topics that you like to talk about?
Because he's
embarrassed. I don't know why. He's good.
You think, no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Well, that.
You're gonna make no matter what I do.
Yeah, but that does
you're gonna
bother
make fun
you.
of it.
But you're worried about that.
No, it's good promotion. So, mock it all you want.
What else does your dad do? Like what else? No,
It's
go
a
ahead.
good show. It's a great show today.
What do you
guys.
mean like 2 minutes? What
Excellent
else?
show. I just told you what he did.
But so he asks you if you need money.
Like I can tell he calls me sometimes now to see like what I'm up to, what's next.
Yeah.
He came to the brewski thing. He was.
That's nice.
He saw his son working for the first time in a year. He was happy with that for a couple weeks.
I wasn't
now
invited to that. Great.
You're not a brewski fan.
No, I'm not.
You don't like sports.
You don't like brewski? What's wrong with brewski? What's wrong with him?
Brewski's been good on this documentary.
That whole Bledsoe Patriot Way thing, I don't know. That rubbed me the wrong way.
I like that was good.
Yeah. Brewski's fine. He tries too hard. He was like on EI a lot, and I thought he stunk.
Oh, I think you're talking about as a sports personality.
But overrated player. If you
I would agree with that.
Play for like the fucking Vikings, nobody would care.
Why don't players wear those pads anymore?
And I never bought that stroke story.
First or second,
Exactly. No, he seems like a nice guy. What's that?
Why don't players wear those pads anymore?
It's a video right there. That's a minute. You can do a minute on that.
I really could. I could already do.
Why not?
Here's Teddy Brewski bet. What's up?
Why not Mut and Cullinane doing a show together?
I've been preaching it for
I think
years.
there's some media. There's some stories coming up that we could collaborate. But he's a TikTok guy. I'm not on TikTok.
Definitely.
You could find like a medium somewhere. That'd be a big network show.
on your network?
Yes.
Mut and I
Nordway?
have branched past that.
Oh, that'd be good.
Don't you think you should be on TikTok though?
Yes, everybody should.
I'm not.
My thoughts on TikTok are pretty extreme. I think it's an absolute work. I think they're just tracking us.
Hold on, this sounds really extreme.
Who gives a fuck if they're tracking?
That's pretty extreme.
And it's also
make sure it doesn't make the. We'll edit that out later.
See, when you'll get here at some point. Your kids, it's all to addict our kids to this shit, and I'm petrified of that.
Yeah, but you can't. Good luck.
We're trying. We're fighting it every. I'm sure you're doing the same thing.
Yeah,
you don't
but
let him watch whatever he wants.
No, but it's unwinnable. I mean, you're gonna lose.
But you put safeguards in for some things,
Sure.
right?
There is stupid stuff out there that you just like find yourself staring at your screen for 30 seconds.
I'm happy I don't have TikTok because I watch these kids just do this all day. I'm like, I don't need
It's
that in my
nonstop.
life.
The new
does not end.
The new trend that I
But
keep,
Facebook has that and YouTube has that.
Right.
Versions of it. I watch this. What's that?
the new thing I keep seeing is it's a chicken nugget singing Cotton Eye Joe to Stand by Eminem, but it's doing a brick breaker thing, and whenever it hits
I'm glad you're working hard for the show.
brick,
If you're acting like that's the only shit on TikTok, it's not just gimmicky shit all the time. There are like people that just cut up clips of podcasts and put them on there. There are
People stealing our stuff. Yeah.
Right.
It's true. That guy it did not take off, by the way, that guy's YouTube thing. On Mailer, the other one.
Oh, I didn't see anything on that.
Not
No.
really.
Yeah.
0.0.
Did you watch it? Was it good?
No, it was fine. It looked good. It was like well produced,
Yeah.
but it was just nothing. I didn't think it was anything new. All right, simplysafe.com. You protect yourself with Simply Safe 24/7 for less than $1 a day. If you want to keep your home safe, yourself safe, your family safe, pets safe, go to simplysafe.com. Best home security system of 2024 by U.S. News and World Report. 60-day risk-free trial. You can return for a full refund. They'll even cover the shipping. You're not going to do that because you're going to stick with Simply Safe. 20% off Emmy. New Simply Safe system with Fast Protect monitoring. Don't wait. Simplysafe.com/Kirk. SIMPLI. Safe.com/Kirk. There's no safe like our friends at Simply Safe. We thank them. Milton's and BetterHelp. Anything else, boys?
from this past, there was a time someone put up a picture of, who's that guy you always say I look like?
Harry Knowles.
Yes.
Yeah.
They put a picture of me side by side with Harry Knowles and then me in the fedora suit.
Okay. I think we're
Very,
done.
very sad.
All right. Anything
Rest
else,
of the
Mike?
week? What's the rest of the week look like on your show?
We'll see.
Okay.
I can't wait to see these topics on the Unnamed Show now. I can't wait. Why couldn't you just ask Jersey Jerry, were you taking kickbacks from sponsors before then it got brought?
You asking me this question?
I'm asking the room.
I was just confused. I didn't know what the fuck
Yeah.
was going on. This is like a Reddit story. I thought we had like Jerry
An actual controversy.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. This thing's going. The Unnamed Show is exactly. I was texting Clancy about this. Exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like there's times where it's a lot of fun and three guys scream at each other, and then there's times where it's kind of like Dave World. Like I never thought like when you do a show with Dave, you are going into that. Like you're not going to have conversations like this. He just
People who think you're replicating the old days of Barstool Radio are crazy. Like it's never going to be like that.
Yeah, it's just not. Like everyone's
It's
older,
impossible.
and like we don't, and we're all in different places. But like what we do, Dave doesn't really do that. Like it's kind of let's ask Dave about his thing, and then Whitney and I will go back and forth. But like I think it's good. And again, remember what Francis and Kelly Keegs are doing. That's what I always tell people.
Right.
So like, just be happy we're yelling and screaming at each other, and we have a good time.
Right. Who was to blame for your microphone this week?
Not me.
Yeah. Was it Nashville?
I mean, I was talking with him.
He's a nice
and,
kid. I don't know.
Like telling him like we need to raise it, and then it was overmodulated, and he's like, "Yeah, it sounds great to me." I was like, "Okay, you record on your end then, so I can at least get whatever clear audio you're
I
getting."
mean, I'll be here on Thursday.
Yeah.
I presume. So yeah,
I think this studio just sounds like the best out of all of them.
sounds great.
It's great.
Sounds always great here. All right.
Pretty great.
Okay. Mutstack.com. Go
Yes,
subscribe right
for
now.
free. Yes, thank you.
For free.
For free, always.
Dave, what do you want to promote?
Nothing. I'm all good.
Nothing.
Mutstack.com. It's my favorite
Thank you,
newsletter
Dave.
out there.
No TikTok promotion?
No, it has a competitor that's also a very good competitor. I
What's
must say.
that?
That Bruce Allen one's
Bruce Allen.
I've read it,
The Bruce
It's so
Allen
legit.
one's actually better than Mut's.
I'm not gonna say it's better or not.
I've read
It's
it.
good news,
It's
though.
really good. Is it better? Is it better or no? I haven't read it.
No, they're about the same. They're
Same
different-
kind of
yeah.
same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's good? Any teasers for Friday?
It's Monday morning.
I don't know. Is anything going on? Anything you're working on?
No, not right now. No, I'm being honest. No.
I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your candor. Okay. All right. Anything else, boys?
Nope. That's it.
All right. We'll see you down the road. Goodbye.